LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life.
From Children's Mercy Park in Kansas City, Kansas, the LA Galaxy is on the air. Tonight, the Galaxy look to move another step closer toward the MLS Cup playoffs when they face Sporting Kansas City. Hello again and welcome. Joe Tutino here alongside Christian Miles. Thank you for joining us. We hope this broadcast finds you well wherever you are picking us up along the Galaxy social channels tonight. The Galaxy begin the evening in 5th place in the Western Conference. They are tied on points with Portland, but Portland holds the tiebreaker at the moment. On this very busy night around Major League Soccer, 10 games are on the docket, and scoreboard watching will be at a high level this evening. Tonight's match is an opportunity for both clubs who still control their own destiny with 3 matches to go in the regular season. Sporting Kansas City can move to the top of the Western Conference with a win tonight, but they're missing one of the top goalkeepers in the league. Tim Melia was handed with a 1-game suspension for his actions in a match last round at Seattle. The Galaxy in good position right now, but their cushion is just 1 point over 6th place Minnesota, 2 points better than 7th place LAFC. Like LAFC, Vancouver also on 44 points and hosting Minnesota, and Portland hosts San Jose tonight. All of those matches are out of the Galaxy's control, but what they do control is what happens in the next 90 minutes from kickoff. The Galaxy on the road at Sporting Kansas City. It is raining. It is cold. It'll be interesting. When we return, we have the Galaxy lineup news that has changed. Christian Miles will join me next. You'll have that and more as we continue right after these words. Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
In the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
San Manuel Casino is changing its name and changing the game. San Manuel Casino is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, with 2 new casino floors, now with over 6,500 slots, the most in the West. A new high-limit room for 5 elevated gaming experiences, new luxury retail shops, restaurants, and bars, and even more thrills to come. Experience a level of thrill that California has never seen before. San Manuel Casino is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Details at yamava.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
Tonight, Wingstop is upping the flavor of your cruise night in with Wingstop's Big Night In Bundle. 25 boneless wings, your choice of 3 craveable flavors, and 3 delicious dips, all for just $16.99. Order tonight at wingstop.com at participating locations. Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy. We welcome you back. Sporting Kansas City is the home team tonight. The Galaxy on the road. It is rainy, it is wet, it is windy out there as the Galaxy getting ready to go. And this one looking to get back into the winner's column after a 2-2 draw against FC Dallas. The Galaxy fighting back after conceding the first 2 goals in that match and getting 2 and possibly the third. Unfortunately, that was called offside. But the draw puts the Galaxy in this situation, Christian. If they get the victory, then the cushion is a lot better for them. They're in 4th place coming into this match. So many things change just on one scoreline right now in the MLS West.
Well, first, Joe, great to be with you tonight. A huge night in Major League Soccer. And as you said, the Galaxy masters of their own destiny. If they win out, flat out simple, they make the playoffs. They are in the driver's seat right now. What they need to do is come out with courage. They need to come out with conviction because they are heading to a place that is called Blue Hell in Kansas City for a very good reason. This is a very good Sporting team, which is without a lot of notable players, as you mentioned, but still very dangerous. Players on form, disciplined at the back. The Galaxy need to come out and start well. We can't see the same thing we saw from the get-go against FC Dallas on Saturday. A lot riding on the line. If they do come out like that, they could really be sliced to ribbons.
Let's talk a little about Kansas City now. John Polskamp will get the start in goal for Tim Melia. That's a big drop-off there no matter what. Tim Melia is one of the best goalkeepers in Major League Soccer. Daniel Shalhoub not available to Sporting Kansas City, and that is helpful for the Galaxy.
Yeah, he's been out. He will miss out for the 2nd straight match with an ankle problem. Didn't feature, of course, in that big win in Seattle over the weekend. They lose a lot of creativity from a guy, the Hungarian, who was having an MVP type of season, brought a lot of goals, brought a lot of creativity, brought some pace and an attacking presence on that left-hand side. They've had to rejig things a little bit. You throw in the likes of Melia, and without Pulido, this is a team that's missing a lot of goals and a lot of firepower up top.
On the Galaxy side, we knew about Nick DePuy. He's out on yellow card points. That means Sega Coulibaly gets the start. News we got this afternoon that is breaking at the moment. Chicharito is not able to go. He didn't make the trip.
Yes, indeed. Not included in the match 18 today, so we'll see a change up top for Greg Vanny, which we'll touch on here in a moment. That is a big loss here. He is the match winner. He's been the man who's been the focal point of this attack. However, up steps Dejan Joveljic. This is his time. The time is now. He has to fill that role. He's been relishing and chomping at the bit from getting a chance to play as that number 9. This is his chance. He has to take it.
Now, the word from the club is that Chicharito had a scratchy throat. It is non-COVID related. Let's make this clear. Non-COVID related. He was left behind, and Dejan Joveljic gets the start, 2 goals and 2 assists for the Galaxy this season for Dejan, so an opportunity there. And Sebastian Leget's back in the starting lineup. You were talking about it before the match. The Galaxy had made, 5 changes to their first 11 tonight?
5 changes to the team that drew disappointingly at home against an FC Dallas team. But let's be honest, they should have taken maximum points again. And this has put them against the wall because there's 3 games left in this MLS regular season, and the Galaxy with some tough opposition in front of them, namely the top 2 teams in the Western Conference, in addition to Minnesota coming up at the end of the campaign. So points of the essence. If they can pull one off, they put themselves in very good stead for a very tough trip on Monday away to Seattle.
Very difficult for the Galaxy, these 2 games. This one against Sporting Kansas City, the next one against Seattle. Why? Because they're not playing teams that they're vying against to get into the playoffs. These 2 teams are in the playoffs, Seattle and Kansas City. They're trying maybe Sporting Kansas City wants that Western Conference title, and they're going to go after it tonight. We'll find out as the game gets underway. But the teams that are on the bottom fighting for the Galaxy's position, the only one they're going to meet is Minnesota on the final day of the year.
Yeah, and it really comes down to, a 5-horse race for those 3 spots, or 4 spots rather. So there's going to be an odd team out. You don't want to be the odd team out. And, there's all kinds of fluctuations and swings, permutations. Who knows what the landscape is going to look like by night's end, but these teams will take points off of each other. We know that. But this is the situation you want to be in if you're the Galaxy, Joe. You're masters of your own destiny. You can win out. You're on the road here for 2 of your last 3. This is when your mettle is tested. And, we talked about a team that wasn't ready to win the big game earlier this season. They've kind of fallen apart at the seams when it came against games that really mattered. This is that time right now. Greg Vanny said we weren't ready for it earlier in May. We weren't ready for it in July when we last played Sporting Kansas City. Now is that time. This is a huge test for this team. Possibly, in my estimation, it's the biggest week of 2021. They need something positive from this game.
Well, what they're going to get is an attack-minded Sporting Kansas City. They've been running the 4-3-3 under Peter Vermees for quite some time. But defensively, they're one of the top teams in the league. They come in with a plus 20 goal differential. They've scored 54 times on the season, so they know how to find the back of the net, and they've only conceded 34.
Yeah, sixth best defensive record in all of Major League Soccer, so they're no easy prospect, especially here on their home ground where they've only lost twice in the space of 15 games, and that's why, like I said, they do call it Blue Hell. And what's interesting here about Peter Vermees, here's a guy that doesn't like to chop and change. He doesn't believe in rotation. In fact, I looked this up. The last 2 games against some pretty hefty opposition in Vancouver and Seattle, he made 1 substitution, and that's with Shallowy out with injury, along with Pulido still recovering from surgery. So this guy likes to play with his tried and true. He comes out with an identity. They have a philosophy, and they go out with conviction. They know what they want to do. They come out with purpose. The question is, can they withstand this heavy glut of games amidst the end of the MLS season?
Well, his teams have tired out in the past. We'll find out. It's a big one here tonight for both clubs. When we come back, we'll get you an update on the MLS scoreboard and get you ready for the Galaxy on the road at Sporting Kansas City. Kickoff at 5:55 tonight. Stay with us.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
In the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
San Manuel Casino is changing its name and changing the game. San Manuel Casino is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, with 2 new casino floors, now with over 6,500 slots, the most in the West. A new high-limit room for 5 elevated gaming experiences, new luxury retail shops, restaurants, and bars, and even more thrills to come. Experience a level of thrill that California has never seen before. San Manuel Casino is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Details at Yamava.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
Tonight, Wingstop is upping the flavor of your cruise night in with Wingstop's Big Night In Bundle. 25 boneless wings, your choice of 3 craveable flavors, and 3 delicious dips, all for just $16.99. Order tonight at wingstop.com at participating locations. Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy.
About 10 minutes away from first kick from Children's Mercy Park, alongside Christian Miles, Joe Tutino. Thank you for joining us on the pregame show. Scores around Major League Soccer. A big night for New England as they're trying to take over all the records in terms of points and points per game in Major League Soccer. New England in the 78th minute leading Colorado 1-0. It is Miami over Atlanta 1-0 at the half. 45 minutes in, Cincinnati leading Nashville 3-2. Columbus 2-0 on Orlando in the 49th. DC United leading Red Bull New York by a score of 1-0. DC trying to stay alive for postseason play. In the 46th minute, it is New York City and Chicago 0-0. Meanwhile, Toronto is trailing Philadelphia 1-0 that game in the 46th. And a score just in the 36th minute, Dallas leads RSL by a count of 1-0. And you were talking about it, Christian. RSL is one of those teams that has an opportunity to get themselves above the line.
I had to correct myself. Actually, those 6 clubs, 4 spots. That's a massive goal for Matt Hedges 20 minutes after kickoff. FC Dallas up 1-0 against Real Salt Lake with about 10 minutes to go until halftime. Real Salt Lake is kind of the one that could really throw a spanner in the works right now. It's a team that only finds itself 3 points adrift of the LA Galaxy. And you look at those 6 teams, Joe, there's the space of just 3 points separating those 6, and there's going to be 2 left out in the cold. Real Salt Lake can't afford to drop points, can drop maximum points away to SCD, so that should be one to watch. Of course, we'll see the games a little bit later, some big games at that. We will see. We mentioned that Minnesota will be away to Vancouver, and of course San Jose at Portland. A lot of scoreboard watching tonight here for LA Galaxy fans.
Yeah, those matches will get underway at about, I would say, about the 60th minute of our match here tonight. Galaxy and Sporting Kansas City. And at this point, you look at the Galaxy, and we're talking about, okay, how are the Galaxy going to go about this match tonight? And how do you see it in terms of, should the Galaxy go after possession? Should they try to put Sporting Kansas City under pressure? Weather conditions, wet field, Sporting Kansas City attack-minded. How would you handle it?
Well, first and foremost, you need to stop the bleeding at the back, and they need to start a heck of a lot better than we saw in Carson on Saturday night. They need to come out with courage and conviction. They need to come out ignited. If they don't come out, this is a team that I really worry about, because that's the mark of a team that's lost motivation and belief. And you can get away with it against lesser teams like a Houston, maybe an FC Dallas. You will not get away with it against the second best team in the Western Conference right now, and a chance they know with a win or a draw, Sporting Kansas City, that they will clinch a top 4 spot, meaning that they have at least one home playoff game. So there's plenty of incentive. There's a carrot there for the Sporting Kansas City team. So I'm not expecting them to come out where you might see with the Seattle here against LAFC, where they've already got their spot wrapped up and a top 4 place already secured. This is a team that has plenty of motivation, and flat out Peter Vermes doesn't allow that to happen. The Galaxy, with this host of changes, I believe need to be a little bit more direct, need to ask more questions. They need more in the first half tonight than we saw in the second half against FC Dallas on Saturday.
The top 3 matrix in the Western Conference is very interesting in a whole different way compared to the bottom of the Western Conference at the line trying to get in, including looking at that matrix, because I have a question. Who really wants to win the Western Conference and have 3 weeks off?
Depends on who wants home field more. You, of course, want home field. That's the carrot. That's the way the format is set up. You want to be playing that Western Conference final up at Lumen Field, because you don't want to be going to the dead of winter into blue hell to take on Sporting Kansas City. So that's the incentive right now there. To your point, Joe, which is a very good one, you don't want to have too much time off. In fact, that point was made clear today by New England Revolution boss Bruce Arena, who knows a thing or two about winning these. He says, you know, the Supporters Shield, it is what it is. This is an unbalanced league schedule, but it's the best we got. He didn't throw too much stock into it. What he said is, you know what? You wrap that up so early. Who wants to be off for 3 weeks? You lose your sharpness. You lose your fitness. Most importantly, you lose that extra bit of edge and focus mentality that you need to be at your peak entering the postseason.
Whether he does it or not, he was talking about the potential of playing a closed-door scrimmage to keep his guys sharp. But the last thing you want is an injury during a closed-door scrimmage before you get underway with the MLS playoffs. But it's the way it is. The MLS Cup playoffs is the way it is. This is the calendar we have right now, especially under COVID. First 45 minutes for the Galaxy. Play to 0, play to 1.
I think they need to come out on the front foot, but I don't think this is a team one that can defend like that, especially against a team that plays a 4-3-3 and has such attacking weapons, even without the likes of Alan Pulido. I think they need to go out and ask the questions. I look at the lineup tonight here, and we'll talk about it here in a moment. This is a team that's built for goals. They're not getting the goals in abundance that they want, but they are creating the chances. The Galaxy's problem lately has been taking those chances. That is even with a fully fit Chicharito on the pitch, who we will not see tonight. The Galaxy, I think, need to continue. And one of the things that Greg Vanny elaborated on after the game against FC Dallas is, look, we need to come out, one, a little bit more focused. We need to start better. And two, we need to be more vertical. We need to stop playing horizontal. We need to be more direct. We need to disbalance or unbalance a lot of these opposing defenders and go at them. And he singled out a Sebastian Lletget saying, hey, I want him to not play to his default mode. I want him to play a little more vertical, get higher up, play guys in, and set up chances for others.
It is the Galaxy on the road at Sporting Kansas City. When we return, the starting lineups and the first kick are coming up next.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports in Chicago, Illinois.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
San Manuel Casino is changing its name and changing the game. San Manuel Casino is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, with 2 new casino floors, now with over 6,500 slots, the most in the West. A new high-limit room for 5 elevated gaming experiences, new luxury retail shops, restaurants, and bars, and even more thrills to come. Experience a level of thrill that California has never seen before. San Manuel Casino is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Details at Yamava.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
Tonight, Wingstop is upping the flavor of your cruise night in with Wingstop's Big Night In Bundle. 25 boneless wings, your choice of 3 craveable flavors, and 3 delicious dips, all for just $16.99. Order tonight at wingstop.com at participating locations. Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy.
LA Galaxy is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
The starting 11 is brought to you by Modelo, setting the gold standard for authentic Mexican beer since 1925. Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. For the Galaxy, Jonathan Bond in goal. His defense, Julian Araujo, with Derek Williams and Sega Koulibaly. Nico Hamalainen on the left back position. Ryan Raveloson as well as Jonah Dos Santos, who's the captain, are the holding midfielders. Victor Vasquez is the attacking midfielders, flanked by Sebastian Lletget and Samuel Grandsir, the lone target. Number 99, Dejan Joveljic. For Sporting Kansas City, John Polskamp gets the starting goal. For the suspended Tim Melia, his defenders are Andreu Fontas, Nicholas Isimat, Graham Zusi and Luis Martins. Ilie in the midfield with Roger Espinoza. Gadi Kinda will be up top with Remy Walter. Johnny Russell, of course, the captain of this club, and a Galaxy killer with Kyrie Shelton up top, but they will be in a 4-3-3. Our man in the middle is Alan Kelly, and we are moments away from getting underway. The rain is calming down at Children's Mercy Park tonight. We are underway, and Sporting Kansas City will have the ball off the kickoff as it comes back to the right side as we see it. It comes to Ilie, and they go far side. And Christian, what do you want to see in the first quarter hour?
The Galaxy need to come out, as I mentioned, with a strong start here. They cannot afford to concede early on. They need to come out and ask the questions, but this midfield has to give more protection for this back four. They need the legs of Jonah Dos Santos and Ryan Reveles to be that proverbial shield and limit the progress. A lot of this game will be played in wide areas, and a lot of that responsibility will fall upon, of course, Grandsir, Julian Araujo, and Nico Hamalainen.
Ball will come near side. Martins will play it up the wing in the midfield. Nice job by Julian Araujo, who returns after his one-game yellow card accumulation suspension. Nice and fresh. I think he probably needed that break. He won't say it, but I think he needed a week off, and it's good to see him back at full strength. And here comes Sporting Kansas City up the right side. This is dangerous as they get numbers forward. The cross is blocked by Ryan Reveles and out of play. Corner kick, first corner of the night, inside the second minute of this contest.
Yeah, Sporting Kansas City, no doubt buoyant, very, very confident right now. A team that has a pretty good run of form, just one loss in their last 4, 3 victories. They like that right-hand side.
Ball coming into the area. Ilie fires off the post and out over the far side. It goes at the 6-yard box, but still in play. Here's the Galaxy, very fortunate off that short corner. Another opportunity here at the top of the box, taken there by Espinoza, and he'll send it out the right side. Here's Johnny Russell, tries to whip it on through, blocked and out of play, and a throw in. And the Galaxy very fortunate as goalkeeper Jonathan Bond was beaten, hit off the post, and it stayed out of his net.
And this doesn't bode well. Alarm bells right now for a Galaxy team that had made 2 changes to that back four. Off the corner kick, it's simply taken, and no one marking up on that left side from Walter. No pressure on the ball. Second ball falls to Sanchez, who's denied by the paint on the post. Goalkeeper was beaten, and the Galaxy dodged a huge bullet.
Very lucky this time. It is 0-0 early moments, and the Galaxy cannot afford to concede early, for sure.
Yeah, set-piece marking has to be better. The Galaxy were at little 6s and 7s, if you will, a little disorganized on that dead ball marking via the corner.
Here's Zusi on the right side. He'll push in the midfield, past the stripe, top of that center circle, tries to play it on through. This whistled down by a referee, Alan Kelly. It may have been a handball on the deflection. Or did it hit off of him? I think it hit off of him. And we'll redo it on the drop ball here from the referee. So come on over, collect it. Fontas onto the near side. Shelton. It's going to be a good battle. Shelton versus Julian Araujo.
Yeah, some great matchups all over the park, Joe. And, you know, I really like the interesting one with Johnny Russell running down that right-hand side. And we see a lot of Nico Hamalainen tonight. It's going to be perhaps his biggest test since joining the Galaxy this season.
Kansas City has had that type of player throughout their history, not quite on the right side, but Preki was that player that would have a starting position that was similar to that, but from midfield, and he would beat you with that left, and you knew it was going to go left. And with Johnny Russell, he starts on the wing, you know it's going to go onto that left foot, and he will beat you with that left foot.
It's that inverted winger presence. You think of Davy Arnaud as well in years past. And, you know, Russell a little bit more direct, a little bit more of an active running presence that can really put opposing fullbacks, defenders on the back foot.
Ilie playing it down the middle of the park. Shelton trying to run onto this. This ball comes loose. Sega Coulibaly has to clear it out of play as it bounced off Jonathan Bond and continued into the penalty area about 3 yards away from goal. Coulibaly collects it and clears it out. Another corner kick here.
Just a direct, simple ball, Route 1 football, as Sanchez plays it forward for Kyrie Shelton, and the starting position of Coulibaly is just off, and then allowed a 1v1. Out comes Bond here, who does just enough to hinder him, makes a haphazard clearance, and then Coulibaly was the guilty party on that occasion, able to make the last-ditch clearance.
Another short corner here from Kansas City. Russell will have it in the far corner, bends it on in, headed away by Julian Araujo. Kept alive, though. Martins will play it on back to the stripe, all the way back to the goalkeeper, John Pulskamp. Pulskamp, a 1.4 goals against average. He is 2-2-1 this season, starting in MLS. No shutouts for him, although Kansas City has 7 clean sheets on the year, and they've only been blanked 4 times.
And a former Galaxy man, part of the LA Galaxy Academy for a couple of years from 2017 to 2019.
Here's Martins trying to play this on through, off the deflection from Araujo, out of play over the end line. Third corner of the night already, and we're inside 6 minutes of play.
It's not a good start, let's be honest, Joe. This is, barring conceding, this is about as bad as you could begin for the Galaxy. 2 clear-cut chances, 3 corners, as you mentioned. They have got to tighten up.
Very important time, I believe, for Jonathan Bond to settle things down from that back line in his position. The corner kick will whiz on through the penalty area and go out the far side. This will be a throw-in for the Galaxy. Ryan Raveloson staring on in towards the middle of his team and having little conversations, and they have to do a little better job of shoring that up and maybe playing a lower block here. And keeping Kansas City honest and force them to build up a little bit more.
Well, you know, I thought LA was forming a good nucleus in the center defense with Derek Williams and Nick Depew, the latter of which is out with suspension. And that brings in Koulibaly, who hasn't featured over the last 3 games, had a real shaky performance the last time out in that draw against LAFC. He's going to have to reintegrate himself into it, but it's not been a good start for the big French defender.
Koulibaly called into action here just moments ago on a ball that kind of squirted away from Julian Araujo. He plays it off of Shelton. The Galaxy get themselves a goal kick, and so no surprise from Peter Ramiz. He's going for it early on and trying to put the pressure on the Galaxy. And the Galaxy right now are having to concede possession, which is just fine as long as you don't get spread out. And right now they're doing a pretty good job of that. They just need to be careful with the ball over the top, as we had moments ago. Ilie into center. Shelton able to play this one out. I think that was Kinda, I should say. Out the right side it goes to Russell. Working on Hamalainen. Russell plays it over the overlapping Zusi. Into the area it goes off of Williams. Another shot from distance here by Espinoza is blocked. Ilie keeps it alive. It comes into Russell in the penalty area. Again, Zusi on the right side of the box. Puts it on his left foot. Into the box it goes and through and out of play. A second ball on the pitch, and we just ignored that. We'll continue. Goal kick here for the Galaxy.
The Galaxy have to settle down. They're playing like a team that's very nervous. It's shaky. It's unassured right now. They need to get things together and get organized here. Sporting Kansas City, an extraordinary start. Russell is having a field day down that right-hand side. Not enough pressure on the ball. Galaxy sitting a little deep.
Going to have to help him out a little bit. Hamalainen is going to need a little help. And I don't know if that's going to be coming from Sebastian Legend, or they're asking him to stay high as the Galaxy try to work the right side to Samuel Grandsir. Played right in to Luis Martins, who tries to go far side. Zusi able to get on the second ball off of Sebastian Legend, and KC on possession once again. They'll build out of the back. Galaxy defend high with that high line right now, the top of the center circle from their forwards. Fontas back into center. Ilie wearing the gloves. That's how cold it is in Kansas City tonight. The long ball over the top. Sega Koulibaly able to get it back to Jonathan Bond. Tyree Shelton was trying to run onto this one. Throw it.
Shelton's already proving to be a handful. His mobility is going to cause problems for Koulibaly. We've already seen it early on.
Kansas City with the ball on the left side. It'll come back. Collected this time. Fontas, and they'll work it all the way back defensively towards the right side now. Isimat. And back to the goalkeeper. Isimat Mirim, with the hyphenated name there. Good pressure here from the Galaxy right now, forcing Kansas City to make decisions in their own zone, and a bad ball out of play, and they'll get the throw in here. So that's not a bad situation for the Galaxy right now to get possession back in the offensive end.
Well, they need a good spell, right? Because it's been all Sporting KC in the first 10 minutes. Galaxy need to get a hold of the ball, compose themselves, get a good spell of possession going, and and create a chance and ask some questions of this Sporting KC defense.
Ball to midfield. Araujo able to flick it on forward. It'll find the touchline. It'll be possession to Kansas City. Near side here. And throwing coming by Fontas. You'll able to play it in towards center. Collected this time. Isimat Miram. Again, Fontas. Martins. He'll push towards midfield. A lot of space there at the stripe. Comes in towards center, flicked on towards the right side. This is a good ball for Johnny Russell. Watched again by Hamalainen. Russell will put it on his right this time. Goes to the back post, and that's exactly how he scored on the 4th of July at Dignity Health Sports Park. This time it's wide of the far post on that little chip shot, and a goal kick for Jonathan Bond.
Yeah, what I like about here from Russell, way too much space given to him from Nico Hamalainen, and he attacks it to the left. Leaves it on that right-hand side after dropping his shoulder, and that creates the opening. And that's how you want to defend a Johnny Russell. Force him to his right, or it's on his weaker foot. Got caught in two minds there, but again, he gets that penetration, gets in behind, and that's where he can be dangerous. Nico Hamalainen has to do a better job of staying a little bit more what they call touch tight on the talented Scottish winger.
A lot of space right now as it comes up the right side, and here comes Kansas City once again. On that right side, Ravelis defending as it comes on through, and Araujo able to clear it out of play. Another corner kick for Sporting Kansas City as Araujo was there to clear it away.
And just too much this mobility right now, this front line, whether it's Kinda, whether it's Shelton, and even Walter making those runs from the right-hand side. The Galaxy can't cope with it right now. It's proving to be very uncomfortable.
Corner again from the far side. Out comes Bond. He's able to box it away, but kept alive. Martins will settle. Finds Zusi. Plays it in for Russell. He is onside in the area. The slide tackle missed by Leggett. And another ball coming through off of Williams. Another corner kick as it goes out of play.
And Leggett appealing for the offside. This one's another simple, direct ball. This one played from Zusi. It could be off.
I think Araujo kept them on.
Yeah, right fullback. Clearly behind Leggett, but you're right. Araujo does play him on, but more space opening up, and that's the sense of the Galaxy not being on the same page.
Here's the cross coming in, and Jonathan Bond can't find it as it squirts on through and towards his back post. It is just wide. Apparently touched last by the Galaxy. Another corner kick here for Sporting Kansas City, and unfortunately for the Galaxy, it feels like the goal is coming. They have to find a way to settle this down. Here's another ball into the area, cleared away off that corner. Second cross coming in, knocked out this time by Grandsir. Zusi thinking about it from 30 and over the bar and out, and a goal kick. Or is it? Deflected. Another corner kick for Sporting Kansas City.
Another look at it here. It's good clearance out from Araujo. Second ball presents itself. The defense slow and closing down. Zusi takes the deflection, I believe, off of Leggett. Galaxy really in a dire start here. They're being sliced to pieces.
Here's the big cross towards the backside this time. The header towards goal, not hit properly. And luckily for the Galaxy, it goes out of play. Goal kick. Hey, Galaxy fans, own the Stoke this season with the Icon Pass. No matter how you ride, claim endless winter adventure at over 45 destinations worldwide, like Mammoth Mountain and Big Bear. Visit LAGalaxy.com/icon for your chance to win 2 Icon Passes, 2 LA Galaxy jerseys, and 2 tickets to the LA Galaxy 2022 home opener. Enter now at LAGalaxy.com/icon. Jonathan Bond take this goal kick. Comes in with a 1.57 goals against average. He's 12, 10, and 6. Has 4 of the Galaxy's 5 clean sheets. A post has helped them out tonight to keep it still 0-0 inside 14 minutes.
That does stroke of good fortune. Speaking of good fortune, New England Revolution, what else is new? Win again, and that means Bruce Arena's team not just clinching the Supporters' Shield as they did over the weekend, but a new MLS record with 73 points in a single season. So congratulations to the former Galaxy boss who continues to push all the right buttons out east.
They have been a hot knife through butter in the Eastern Conference. And hey, they beat one of the top teams in the Western Conference tonight. So, says a lot. Grandsir will knock this back to the stripe. Raveloson here tries to take up some space, gets through one defender, but will lose possession. Here comes the counterattack back the other way. Kinda starts it. He plays it onto the right side. Walter getting forward. He'll play ahead looking for Russell, trying to find his right foot. Nice job by Williams. Get a touch. He wants the goal kick. He won't get it. Another corner kick. Are we looking at number 8, I believe, in this match, and we're only 15 minutes in?
Incredible. Good piece of individual defending there from LA Galaxy center back Derek Williams. He kept his composure under duress against a more speedy, flighty Johnny Russell. Didn't dive in, did just enough. I think he's got grounds for complaint.
Yep.
It looks as though it took a deflection off of
and it is going to be a
Scott's
goal
heel,
kick.
and it will be overruled by the match referee. Well, Joe, I talked about it. This is a team that I believe needed to come out and play more vertical, because I don't see this Galaxy team being able to sustain this type of defensive pressure to drop off and absorb, because it's a team that, you know, has had one of the worst defensive records in all of Major League Soccer throughout the season. In fact, coming in, 48 goals allowed. Only 8 other teams have allowed more goals in MLS this season. They need to come out and do what they do best. Get forward, get in behind. Someone needs to get a hold of this in midfield.
Well, that has been the Galaxy's problem all season, has been that middle third to be strong enough. Nice job by Dos Santos. This time wins it back. Ahead it goes to Sebastian Lletget. He'll play it on forward. Here's Joveljic with his first touch of the night. Right side it goes to Grandsir. Grandsir plays it along the line. Here's Lletget, plays it on through and cleared away before it gets on to Victor Vasquez at the near post. Corner kick here for the Galaxy, and that was a very nice sequence for the men from LA.
Yeah, best passage of play we've seen from LA. It comes out wide. This is due to the work from Jonathan Dos Santos. Lletget continues on the running side, trying to pull it back from the byline, sets it up. That's much better from the Galaxy. Alarming that it was 15 minutes and 45 seconds in, and you just said it, Joveljic's first touch of the game.
Here's Vasquez now off the short corner, plays it on through, just a bit too tall for Ryan Raveloson, just trying to get on the end of it. It'll go out of play. Koulibaly says it was deflected. Our referee Alan Kelly says no, it was not. Kansas City with the ball here, and so when you send a shot across the bow, maybe things settle down a bit. We'll find out here in a moment.
You know, they've weathered that first 15-minute storm not very well, but they haven't conceded. And then similar pattern we've seen throughout large stretches. The Galaxy going with those short corners. Greg Vandy believes they get better angles and makes things a little bit more difficult for opposing defenders that way.
Galaxy on possession right now at the top of the defensive third. It'll go on back. Here's Williams. Ahead it goes to Vasquez, who drops back. Kinda defending there. Dos Santos as the ball squared over to him. He'll go near side. Finds Araujo. Araujo in some trouble here against Kyrie Shelton. Still battling as Julian. Will he get the foul? He won't. And it'll come back the other way. Ilie able to play this on forward to Walter, and out to the right side it'll go. Collected this time by Johnny Russell. And he'll put on the brakes for now. Zusi right at the stripe. Walter again on possession. And they'll wheel it around. So the Galaxy sustained that threat in the first quarter hours. The match looks like it might have settled down for a bit as it goes back to Polskamp, the goalkeeper.
Interesting defensive stance here from the Galaxy, opting to just drop off a little bit. But when that ball goes back to the Sporting Kansas City Central defenders, Fontas and Isimat, we're seeing Joveljic press. We're also seeing Grandsir trying to make that distribution out of the back a little bit more difficult for the hosts.
When that happens, though, they need the supporting players behind them to take up those passing lanes. Otherwise, it really is a pass away, a nice simple pass away, and they're off and running once again.
Yeah, that's the downside and a detriment that a lot of teams don't do well. You have to press as a group. The whole team has to shift.
This ball will come back to the goalkeeper, who saves the corner kick. Polskamp does along the end line. Rain keeps on falling at Children's Mercy Park. It'll come near side now, collected defensively by Martins. Tries to play it in towards midfield. Espinoza able to run onto this one. He'll go back defensively. Isimat near him on the right side to Zusi as the Galaxy press high. It'll come back to Polskamp. Real shaky quarter hour from the Galaxy. Very fortunate that it is 0-0 at the moment. Ball will come on forward. Running this one down is Williams. He'll knock back to his goalkeeper, Bond, in front of Kinda. Able to play it out to Hamalainen. Back to Bond once again. Jonathan in towards midfield. Looking for Araujo. Picked off by Martins. able to square this one over to Walter. Onto the near side it comes. Kyrie Shelton does a spin move and plays it on into center. Walter onto the right side. Zusi is there. He'll send it on into the box. This is dangerous. Knocked away by Koulibaly. Nice job by Sega that time. Also a good job on the part of Raveloson, but there will be a foul, and the Galaxy, I believe, will get a free kick as Koulibaly is brought down, or was he injured?
It looks as though he's indicated he took an elbow from the opposing attacker from Sporting Kansas City. Good clearance from Sega, who rose, take good command on that cross. But the Galaxy, as I mentioned earlier, they're sitting deep and not enough pressure on the ball, allowing that service to come in. And part of the reason why they had that real shaky first quarter, but now no one within 4 or 5 yards of that delivery from Zusi. And then it was just a little shot. I believe it might have been Gadi Kinda got one in there in the midsection of Koulibaly, but the Galaxy have to come out a little bit more and put some pressure on the ball and limit that service in. And they can't afford to lose a player like Koulibaly right now, who's had his injury difficulties. Remember, he's deputizing for Nick DePuy, so we see Daniel Steres up and off the bench and getting set possibly for some early action.
Hey, Galaxy fans, catch the final home match of the 2021 MLS regular season, November 7th. Your LA Galaxy take on Minnesota United via Dignity Health Sports Park. For Fan Appreciation Day, visit lagalaxy.com/tickets. Secure your seats today. 0-0 inside 21 minutes alongside Christian Miles, Joe Tutino. Galaxy on possession as it will come back from Julian Araujo and back to Dos Santos. Sega Koulibaly is back on possession there. Seems to be okay. It'll go back to Derek Williams. Ahead now to Raveloson as the ball goes left side. Again, Williams taking his time. He'll play it ahead to Dos Santos. On to the right side now for Araujo. Watched there by Shelton. It looks like DC United has moved up the Eastern Conference, at least above the line. But we'll continue. We'll get you a score update in a moment. Some of the things we have to work through in this pandemic season.
And DC up a goal to nil. 12 minutes to go against visiting Red Bull New York, just trying to fight for their playoff lives. It'd be a big 3 points for Losada's men.
It's been quite a while since DC United made some noise in that Eastern Conference. Here's Leggett. He'll knock it on back. Finds Williams. Inside 23 minutes of play. Still 0-0. This one into Victor Vasquez. Taken off his foot. Here comes the counterattack back the other way. Kinda able to play it towards the left side for Shelton, who waits for it on the bounce, and then he is sandwiched by 2 Galaxy defenders. This will be a free kick, I believe, for Sporting Kansas City. But it's about 45 yards away from goal. I'm okay with this foul.
What I'm not okay with, though, is the way this one started, because Victor Vasquez is caught in possession here. He's got to be stronger and hold that up. It's not the first time we've seen that from the Galaxy here. In the first half, we saw Raul caught in possession. It goes down to a point that Greg Vanny talked about after the FC Dallas game. Win your duels, win your individual battles. It all starts with accountability.
But it requires running off the ball. And if the Galaxy gets stuck with playing station-to-station soccer, they're going to be in a lot of trouble tonight.
And it also requires being stronger on the ball. You cannot get dispossessed like that. A player, especially at Victor Vasquez's caliber, should not be that easily dispossessed.
This will go far side, cleared out of play by Zusi. Throw in for the Galaxy now. Hamalainen will take it. It'll come on back now to Ryan Raveloson. Again, Hamalainen. Back it goes to Williams. He'll square it on over. Koulibaly for the Galaxy. Able to push this forward, but right in to Ilie. Dos Santos with a nice slide tackle, breaks it up. Victor Vasquez will find possession, heels it on back to Dos Santos, and over towards the far side. Leggett settles, does well on this one, plays it on the left. Joveljic will find it along the far side. Watched there by Isimat Mirim. Tried to play it on through him, but he recovered well defensively. And Sporting Kansas City with possession, trying to build out of the back. Galaxy turn him over, though, and have it again. Joveljic cannot find Raveloson, and here comes the break back the other way for Sporting Kansas City. It'll come out near side. Walter. This should be a foul on Grandsir. Martins, I should say. And the referee said no foul, apparently, in possession to the Galaxy.
And just runs it out of play. Martinez trying to make a run up that touchline. He shouldered off of it. I thought it was a foul, in all honesty. Crosshair perhaps getting away with one. Peter Vermees thought it was a foul.
Yep.
Right in front of the watchful eye of the sporting Kansas City boss. He was managing his 400th MLS game this evening.
All with Sporting Kansas City, so congratulations to him. 0-0 in our matches. It'll come out of play over the near side touch. On a bad pass. Inside 25 minutes. Kansas City on possession. Fontas. Near side Martins. Able to play this one long into the Galaxy defense. Second ball, and the Galaxy hesitated. Kinda on possession. It'll go right side to Russell. Working on Hamalainen, giving space. Hamalainen taking him to his right, and he'll just clear it out of play. He did well that time, Nico. There was a lot of space for Johnny Russell there.
Yeah, indeed. The lines had to be tighter here because there's too much space between midfield and defense. They win it on that initial ball and play it over into space for Russell. Got a little bit of help defensively, the Galaxy, from Derek Williams along with Nico Hamalainen. He's been a handful tonight, Joe.
Cross coming on in, cleared away by Williams. No surprise there. Johnny Russell being a handful, right?
Hey, you know what? A goal in each of the last 7 games, I believe. It's a club record, but it's got to be amongst the top in Major League Soccer. I believe it's about the 5th best run of any player in MLS. 8 goals in that stretch, too. It's just incredible.
Keep on feeding him, and that's what they're doing.
Streaky player, though, you know. Thought he might have faded out of the picture. He's 31 years old now, but he seems to be hitting a rich vein of form.
He had a slow start to the season, but he's worked his way into form as this ball comes up the right side, and making the run was Kyrie Shelton offside, and possession back to the Galaxy. 27 minutes now, still 0-0. One thing about Greg Vanney is that he's been not afraid to make adjustments, and it seems like he's going to have to.
And one of those adjustments was bringing in Koulibaly, and that's where he had the decision to make. Do I play Steris alongside Williams, or do I play Koulibaly? Interestingly, in a 4-back setup, this is the first time we've seen Koulibaly partner Williams since that thrilling 3-3 draw back at the end of August in El Tráfico. They played in a 3-back setup in September in that match against Houston. He's trying to rediscover that familiarity. That's something that just comes with games and time on the pitch together.
Well, it's his first start since October 3rd in the LAFC match at Dignity Health Sports Park. Here's Raveloson. Back it comes to Williams. He'll knock it back, and Koulibaly back to his goalkeeper, Bond. He'll push ahead, find Raveloson here right in the middle of the park, sprays it out the right side. Grandsir is there, watched by Martins, overlapping is Araujo. This is a good ball. Julian runs onto it. Can he get the cross away? It's off the defender and out. Is it a corner kick for the Galaxy? And yes, it is. Corner kick, LA. So a good set play opportunity now for the Galaxy. 0-0 inside 28 minutes.
Good exit play, more direct, playing it straight down that right-hand side and take advantage of those young legs from Araujo, who's able to get in behind. That's when they've been at their most dangerous tonight.
Vasquez will take the corner, plays it on in, and cleared out. Kept alive, though, by Araujo. He'll put it back onto his right foot. Again on the right side, it goes to Vasquez along the end line. He'll get this cross away and out of play. Blocked there by Russell. Another corner for the Galaxy. A good set play opportunity here with the rain. Just put it on goal. It's going to be extremely difficult for both goalkeepers here. And John Pulskamp coming off the bench to get this start. Maybe a little bit of, butterflies, a little more difficulty than he normally would have.
Yeah, and he's not the biggest of goalkeepers. He's only about 5'10", so coping with those area balls could be problematic for the Sporting number 2.
Waiting here to take this corner kick as the near side AR slows things down for a night now. Matthew Nelson, now he gets the go ahead. Vasquez will step into this one once again. Right-footed ball, plays it on in towards the spot, and cleared up high into the air by Russell, who got onto it first. That looked promising. The Galaxy will slow this up on the counterattack. And again, I'm okay with this foul from Vasquez, who slows everything down. And he comes over and argues with the referee, Alan Kelly, who gives him a nice big smile. Ilie out the far side, one in the air by Leggett, he's able to knock it down. Hamalainen is there. Williams. Again, Hamalainen plays it through. This is a good ball up the far side. Now Vasquez has it, gets away from one defender, plays it on through. Good chance here for the Galaxy, fires away, and it was saved by Pulskamp as Dejan Joveljic broke in on goal, and he did the right thing. Take that shot at the left side of the 6, and Pulskamp did well.
Once again, more vertical, more direct here, and it was a great ball playing from Vasquez, who got a hold of it, slipped his way around one marker, and played in Joveljic. Real tough angle for him. It was going to be a big ask, but once again, the Galaxy, after they weathered that first 15 minutes, the last 5 or so have been much, much improved.
Leggett, short corner, it'll come back out. Hamalainen plays it out in, deflected towards the top of the box. Right side it comes. Grandsir able to get onto it. He'll turn away from Shelton, takes it into the near corner. Shelton still defending. Sam, back out it goes. Dos Santos. Center it comes. Raveloson towards goal, just over the bar and out of play. Goal kick. Nice shot there from Raveloson, about 30 yards away, just shy of that.
Yeah, but the chance presented itself here as he found himself drifting in between the lines. But look, moments ago, it was a nice ball played through from Vasquez, and Joveljic couldn't beat Pulskamp to that near post, tried to sneak one under, and then it was Raveloson down that pocket of space, fed nicely by Dos Santos. I have nothing wrong with that opportunity. That one just off the mark. The Galaxy growing in stature and growing in confidence after what was a real nearly catastrophic beginning.
Grandsir fouled along the near side here. In the defensive half, he took a shot to that left ankle. Espinoza with the foul. And yeah, of course, there's going to be some boos, and of course, you're going to get some argument from the Kansas City bench, but I think it's a correct call there, as Grandsir was trying to play it out, and Fontas was, I should say, Espinoza was stepping in, and he got him.
Yeah, he steps right on his foot. It's a clear foul. What I have an argument against is why is Peter Vermes so vehemently protesting this? It was right in front of him, and he clearly steps on his foot. It's a clear foul.
Because Peter Vermes is the same guy he was as a player. He's going to talk all game long.
Very good point.
Hamalainen.
What a player he was.
He was. Ahead it goes to Leggett. Nice ball here towards center. He finds Raveloson. Plays this out the right side. Grandsir brings it down well. Watch there by one defender in Martins. Sam, out it goes to Dos Santos. Now on the right side, Araujo. Grandsir along the end line. Plays the cross on through to 6. Cleared away. Good build up here from the Galaxies. It'll come on back this time. Araujo keeps it alive for the Galaxy. Getting away from his one defender. Draws out Ilie. Back it goes to Vasquez. Left side now. Hamalainen. And the Galaxy will recycle it as it comes to Williams. Boy, what an about face from 15 minutes ago in this match for the Galaxy. They're in it. Here's Hamalainen in the area. Can he find a handle against Zusi? Graham Zusi will win it. Plays it off of Hamalainen. I think he took it into the gut, or maybe a bit lower than that. He goes down. Play continuing for now? No. Our referee has stopped the match, at least for the moment.
Yeah, Hamalainen taking one in the old capital of Thailand, as they say. Not feeling very good about it, and sportingly played out by Sporting Kansas City. And so much joy is being found on this right-hand side for the Galaxy, and Hamalainen committing to the attack and grabbing his lower regions in real difficult pain. But I like the combination play. I like the joy that the Galaxy are finding down the right with Araujo making those runs and seeing Leggett or Vasquez tuck in, as well as Jonathan Dos Santos. Just let that young fullback do the work.
Hey, soccer fans, LA Galaxy excited to announce season ticket for 2022 are on sale now. You can get them at lagalaxy.com or by calling 8773-GALAXY. That's 8773-GALAXY, lagalaxy.com/since96 as well. Be part of the family, folks. Vasquez took a little too much time on that ball as Espinoza able to come back defensively. Nice job by Araujo. Wins it back for the Galaxy. Here it comes on the right side. Grandsir side of the area. Slots it to the top of the box. Joveljic to find it. Will he get the foul? He does. Free kick for the Galaxy. Less than 22 yards from goal. Right side of the arc.
Looked as though perhaps the chance might have gone, but once again, more progressive play down this right-hand side from the Los Angeles Galaxy. And it was Joveljic doing exactly what a striker should do, hovering just on the edge of that box, putting himself at a very good angle. Another look at it here. It starts with the giveaway nicely closed down. Julian Arau doing fantastic work and releasing the run of Grand Cyr, who's got some joy down the right, pulls it back, and Joveljic just clipped from behind by Espinosa. Didn't think it was a foul initially, but he just gets him with that trailing leg, and enough for Alan Kelly to blow the referee's whistle. And this really puts LA, Joe, in an advantageous dead ball situation.
You have Vasquez there who can definitely take that shot and get it up and down. Dos Santos, you know Raveloson wants the power on goal, but at this point I think it's just put it on net. And anybody who can do that would be Victor Vasquez.
Well, they've had problems from dead balls this year. It hasn't been exactly the Galaxy's forte. Only 2 goals from free kick situations.
Vasquez plays it down low, right off the wall. It'll be cleared away by Kinda. Second ball, won by Victor Vasquez. Able to play it back to Raveloson, and it'll be a throw-in for the Galaxy, I believe. Galaxy thought it was their ball. No, says the referee, and it goes back the other way, and now things have been stopped. And I believe our referee, Alan Kelly, no, he just stopped the throw-in. It's still Kansas City's throw.
To me, it appeared that it should have been a throw for the Galaxy. Thought it went off the Sporting defender.
Here comes LA once again. Joveljic, he'll find some space, played it on back for Vasquez. His momentum took him away from the ball, and then it's played long into the Galaxy defense. This might be a foul against the Galaxy, as Vasquez stepped in on the ball that was going out.
You know, you'd like to see a little bit more selfishness from a player like Dejan Joveljic, who's so eager to get involved and set up his teammates and kind of link up with that passing game. He's seen it a lot with Chicharito and him on the pitch. This time, just not quite on the same page with Vasquez.
Ilie will take the restart. It'll come out near side. Martins, nice job by Samuel Grand Cyr closing him down. Throwing again for Sporting Kansas City. Inside 37 minutes, still 0-0. I think the game plan for Peter Vermees's club was let's go get the goal and maybe one more in the first quarter hour and put that pressure on. And he did. And the Galaxy were fortunate not to concede, but maybe Kansas City a little bit winded at the moment. Well, remember, they've played a lot of games as well at this point in a short time span.
And they had to be extremely frustrated for as well as they played, all the chances they created, especially in that first 15 minutes. They still yet to put one on target.
Here's the cross into the area, cleared away by Hamalainen. It'll come in towards midfield. Joveljic checking back. It's on the first ball. Back it goes to Vasquez. He'll go right side. Samuel Grand Cyr has some time and space as he takes it up the near side. Martins closing him down. The cross. Good idea, but he didn't get enough of it to pull it away from the goalkeeper, Poolskamp, who smothers it.
And no one making that near post run, and you'd like to see him, you know, take some recognition there, hold it up, and perhaps lay it back and keep possession.
Here comes Kansas City on the counter, though. Zusi on the right side, plays it back out. Walter on his left foot, sprays it to the left side. Collected there by Espinosa, trying to find possession. Back out it goes. Martins thinking about the early ball. He'll go back to midfield. This one comes down into Ilie, who is able to play it on back defensively. Isimat, Mirim, able to play right side. Walter into the area for Kinda, who lost his footing, and the Galaxy have it again, and Hamalainen will just clear it out. Sometimes you have to be simple. I'm okay with that Hamalainen clearance. Just get it out. Get yourself a chance to reset once again.
And sometimes it's almost a lost art from defenders and goalkeepers these days who are so eager to play out.
Offside here. The Galaxy get it back. Kinda came back from an offside position, and that flag went up immediately. That was old school.
Kinda interesting story. Is he, of course, born in Ethiopia, spent some time in Israel, enough to garner Israeli citizenship and make it onto their national team, but usually playing in a wide role in that Sporting Kansas City attack. Now thrust into the middle with that injury, of course, to Daniel Shallowy, unable to go tonight, and bringing in Shelton on that left-hand side. So not exactly an out-and-out center forward for Sporting Kansas City.
Here's Zusi now for Kansas City. Ahead to Russell, back to Zusi, and the Galaxy in a much more defensive stance at the moment.
It's a better shape, though, isn't it,
Yep.
Joe, right now? They were in tatters, disorganized, not covering their lines. Caught out, losing their individual battles. They've really settled in nicely.
Here's Grand Cyr for LA. at midfield. It'll come on back to Dos Santos, trying to find some space as he goes towards that center circle. He'll knock it back to Williams. Now onto the left side, Hamalainen. In for Vasquez. Needs to do better with that ball as it got stuck up in his feet and he lost possession. Here comes the counterattack. Another opportunity. Williams to close this down. But Kansas City keeps possession. Kinda towards the top of the box. Let go by Shelton. Here's Russell trying to find that left foot. Onto his right. Fires. He scores! And Kansas City takes the 1-0 lead inside the 40th minute. And the Galaxy are in a hole.
Mr. Wonderful does it again for Sporting Kansas City. As good as they have been creating chances, they haven't had that out-and-out quality opportunity in front of goal. And this one, you could say, despite all these great chances, against the run of play as the Galaxy were settling in, I don't know why Williams doesn't slide in and win that ball off of Kinda. And that allows him to recover. It's played across the face. No one able to close down Russell, who had a good 10-yard run-up against the likes of Hamalainen. Drops that shoulder, goes straight to the byline, and beats Jonathan Bond to the near post. Unbelievable run. 8 consecutive games that the Scottish winger has scored in that run. 9 goals. He continues to be sizzling red hot.
Johnny Russell's a great player, but that's a near post goal. And you have to find a way to get in front of that. I mean, at this point of the season, and Jonathan Bond was incredible for the first quarter of the season. He's got to be incredible the last quarter of the season. And that goal, throughout this night, they're needing their goalkeeper. And unfortunately, a near post goal, you can't give that up right now.
And starts with that giveaway, and he gets caught on the wrong side. Jonathan Bond slow to react, unable to get back to his near post. 9 times out of 10, Johnny Russell's going to finish that chance.
Ball will go far side. Here's Hamalainen for LA. Played it right into Ilie, but Vasquez able to get on the second ball. 42nd minute now we've entered. Dos Santos ahead it goes to Samuel Grandsir. Grandsir trying to find Vasquez, a little short on that pass. Good job defensively by Walter to go right side to Zusi as he plays in the midfield. Kinda is there. A lot of work from Kinda. He's doing well for Kansas City, occupying a lot of Galaxy defenders.
That's a good point, Joe. And he's more of a setup man. Kinda drops in, does that dirty work, holds up possession pretty well, the Israeli.
Johnny Russell on the goal there for Sporting Kansas City, his 13th goal on the season. Here's Williams. Hamalainen, ahead it goes to Vasquez. Back now. Raveloson out the right side. Araujo tried to square that one in, and that needs to be better. As the Galaxy lose possession. This will be cleared up towards midfield on the near side, and it looks like it finds the touchline for a throw in Galaxy, and that's exactly what it'll be.
Such a funny old game. Just when the Galaxy were starting to ask the questions, get a hold of this game, get on the front foot, and make things difficult for Sporting Kansas City. Costly mistake. Starts with the air from Vasquez. They don't cover well. Just like that, SKC out in front.
Here's another long ball towards the penalty area. Out comes the goalkeeper, Bond. This time he pulls it down, does well. Ahead this comes to Jonathan Dos Santos. Squared on over to Raveloson. Leggett, he'll go wide. Vasquez still on possession, squares it into center. Dos Santos taking off the ball. You have to do better. Vasquez didn't go and serve the run made by Leggett. Instead, he played it right into the teeth of the defense at midfield. Not sure about that one. Martins on the near side now for Sporting Kansas City. He'll get it on back. Looking for Shelton. Koulibaly steps in front. Dos Santos push from behind. That's a foul and a free kick for the Galaxy. Hey fans, are you looking to attend the biggest and best LA Galaxy matches for the 22 season? Well, you can now secure a 2022 partial plan deposit. Plans include special rates and priority purchasing, access for playoffs, and discounts. The LA Galaxy team store. Call 877-3-GALAXY or email ticketplans@lagalaxy.com. Approaching halftime in a hurry here. Inside 44 minutes. It is Kansas City on top 1-0. Johnny Russell, his 13th goal on the season, looking for more. Hamalainen does well to step in front of this one. It'll come back to Jonathan Bond.
Careless. The Galaxy have to take better care of that ball. More responsibility. has to be tidier in possession. They're not connecting. Sporting able to sneak in and nip on those balls in between those gaps and lines.
One shot on goal from the Galaxy in this match. Joveljic on that breakaway opportunity. It was Pulskamp that made the save. The other shots have gone wide, although the Raveloson shot was not all that far off the mark. Here's Raveloson now. Ahead it comes the Leggett. Sebastian turns away from his defender, finds Dos Santos on the right side. This is good. Grandsir, right corner of the area. Plays it on in, looking for Joveljic. Cleared away. Vasquez attempting the shot. Defensively, Russell obstructing that situation, and a foul against the Galaxy. Sebastian Leggett bringing down Volter. Free kick.
Vasquez couldn't sort out his feet in time to get his shot off, and then the defender able to come in and win it, doing just enough. It started from Kinda. Nice little dummy from Shelton, who won't get an assist on this, but this is all Johnny Russell's simple football. Just drops that shoulder and just ghosts right by Nico Hamalainen on the goal as we see it on replay. It's got to be better than that. It just has to be better, especially against a team like this and where we are in the season. You're fighting basically for the playoffs right now, and what I believe is the first of 3 games, almost a cup final and a prelude to the playoffs.
Here's Leggett now for the Galaxy on the left side as he marches towards midfield. Just past the stripe. Was he brought down? A referee, Alan Kelly, thinking about it? No, we continue. Leggett a little bit on that left foot, trying to shake it. Ilie. Nice job by Dos Santos. Steps in front of this pass. Able to play it right side. Samuel Grandsir has it now for the Galaxy. Puts it on his left. Squares it on in. Joveljic back to goal at the arc. Lays it on over to Leggett. Nobody there on the left side yet. Hamalainen gets there. The one-time cross. The header towards goal and will skip across the 6 and out of play from about 18 yards out. And Raveloson got on the end of it with that flick towards the back post. And our referee has whistled the end of 45 minutes. Johnny Russell with his 13th goal on the season. The Galaxy even things out in terms of play, but not on the scoreboard. It is 1-0 Kansas City over the Galaxy.
Hey, on the balance, you'd have to say Sporting Kansas City after that first 15 minutes couldn't get anything out of it. However, Sporting able to walk into halftime with the lead, Joe.
1-0 Sporting Kansas City over the LA Galaxy. Halftime is coming up next.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life.
In the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. Power up like a pro. Contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
San Manuel Casino is changing its name and changing the game. San Manuel Casino is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, with 2 new casino floors, now with over 6,500 slots, the most in the West. A new high-limit room for 5 elevated gaming experiences, new luxury retail shops, restaurants, and bars, and even more thrills to come. Experience a level of thrill that California has never seen before. San Manuel Casino is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Details at yamava.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
Tonight, Wingstop is upping the flavor of your cruise night in with Wingstop's Big Night In Bundle. 25 boneless wings, your choice of 3 craveable flavors, and 3 delicious dips, all for just $16.99. Order tonight at wingstop.com at participating locations. Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life.
Halftime here, and I hate to celebrate the fact of a deficit, but the Galaxy now 1-0 at this point. There's an opportunity for this club to get into it.
Yeah, there is, and considering how good Sporting Kansas City were in the first quarter of an hour, you and I were just discussing off air, and the Galaxy lucky to be only down 1-0 at the break. Now look, to their credit, they had a good response and had a good 10-minute spell, but then the goal comes against the run of play off a silly mistake made all over the park from Vasquez to Williams, who doesn't slide in, and then Jonathan Bond fails to get across, and the flat out getting beat in a 1v1 situation between Johnny Russell and Hamalainen. Just another systematic breakdown from a Galaxy team that have struggled defensively throughout the entirety of 2021.
Galaxy now have conceded 49 goals on the season. They are -3 at the moment, but hey, they're in this match. After the first 15 minutes, inside the first 15 minutes of this match, it looked like it could have been a real long night. And yes, and for the next 25 or so, or 20, it was the Galaxy that had the better of the half chances, the better of the possession, the better sequences into the offensive end. But Joveljic is the only player that had the one shot that was actually forced the goalkeeper Pulskamp to make the save.
And it had a good look, but you called it. Joveljic didn't get his first touch for the first 15 minutes of the game, and a nice chance arising after a quarter of an hour. Victor Vasquez, Pulskamp doing really well, but didn't have enough to do. The Galaxy only mustering up 1 shot on target here in the first 45 minutes. They've got to get more going forward. I think they've got something special brewing down this right-hand side, whether it's, of course, Sammy Grancier popping up or Araujo making those marauding runs from his full-back position. It's a little predictable, however, a little unbalanced, because not much is coming through the middle or down the left-hand side for LA. Something to address, many points to address, especially defensively here for Greg Vinny at halftime.
A little surprising to me that Victor Vasquez has gotten caught a couple of times with the ball in his feet. He's a much cleaner player than that.
He is, and I think this is something that I personally have seen too much of this year. The Galaxy are too careless in possession, and the way they defend right now, possession is their first line of defense. They cannot relinquish that. They have got to be tougher to play against, and we've had this conversation on social media. The Galaxy are too easy to get at, and that lies from the front through the midfield. That back four has taken more shots than any other team in Major League Soccer this year, Joe, bar Austin.
1-0 right now in favor of Sporting Kansas City. We'll get you an update on the MLS scoreboard and get you ready for the second half right after these words.
In the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. a model beer steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
San Manuel Casino is changing its name and changing the game. San Manuel Casino is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, with 2 new casino floors, now with over 6,500 slots, the most in the West. A new high-limit room for 5 elevated gaming experiences, new luxury retail shops, restaurants, and bars, and even more thrills to come. Experience a level of thrill that California has never seen before. San Manuel Casino is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Details at yamava.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
Tonight, Wingstop is upping the flavor of your cruise night in with Wingstop's Big Night In Bundle. 25 boneless wings, your choice of 3 craveable flavors, and 3 delicious dips, all for just $16.99. Order tonight at wingstop.com at participating locations. Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy.
Halftime continues. Here some of the scores around Major League Soccer. The one that's most important to the Galaxy, right in front of time in the 84th minute, RSL's tied things up with FC Dallas 1-1.
And Demir Krylak getting a goal 10 minutes from time, so about 4 minutes left in this one down in Frisco, Texas. Dallas, of course, already eliminated, so not much to play for them. Real Salt Lake really needs something out of this. It's not the result that they want, but point on the road at this stage, considering the way things are going, not exactly catastrophic for them.
Well, if they can get the point, and there's still time for them, we'll keep an eye on it for you. The games that we're concerned about mostly tonight are coming up in about an hour, a little bit longer than an hour, is Portland home against San Jose, and Vancouver home against Minnesota. Those are the ones that affect the Galaxy much more immediately this evening.
Absolutely. I mean, you consider the fact that Minnesota are 1 point below them and a chance to go 2 points clear of the Galaxy. If the Galaxy can't get anything out of this match away to Sporting Kansas City, and then you look, of course, at LAFC looking. It's not going to be easy here. A lot of points up for grabs, and the Vancouver-Minnesota game is so intriguing to me. Vancouver on the outside looking in, level on points, at LAFC who hold that last playoff position, but losing out on that tiebreaker, they can find themselves right back into the picture as well, and actually could move clear of LA. So a lot needs to be sorted out by night's end.
And we'll find out as the night continues. Second half is just around the corner. Galaxy trailing 1-0 at Sporting Kansas City. Stay with us.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life.
In the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
San Manuel Casino is changing its name and changing the game. San Manuel Casino is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, with 2 new casino floors, now with over 6,500 slots, the most in the West. A new high-limit room for 5 elevated gaming experiences, new luxury retail shops, restaurants, and bars, and even more thrills to come. Experience a level of thrill that California has never seen before. San Manuel Casino is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Details at yamava.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
Tonight, Wingstop is upping the flavor of your cruise night in with Wingstop's Big Night In Bundle. 25 boneless wings, your choice of 3 craveable flavors, and 3 delicious dips, all for just $16.99. Order tonight at wingstop.com at participating locations. Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life.
We welcome you back. As the Galaxy are taking on Sporting Kansas City. The second half is straight ahead. We're taking a look at the substitutions list and what Greg Vanny may be thinking. He does have Kevin Cabral, Sasha Kleshtin, Efrain Alvarez to add into the attack if they need it, but they are down only 1-0 at the moment. There was a lot of good in that first half.
Yeah.
Outside of conceding that goal, they did have some luck with them as well defensively. They shored that up. Now the question is, how do you get forward? How do you get the equalizer first and then go from there?
Well, in terms of substitutions, there are some game changers, and a man who can come in and make a difference on the front foot is Kevin Cabral, so we're going to see him come out from the get-go, adds a little bit of pace, and he'll probably take up a role wide on that left-hand side. We'll see the number 9. He's had his critics for a lack of end product this year, gets into good positions. It's a big second half for him, but Efrain Alvarez, I think, will have something to say. And, of course, Sasha Kleshtin. It's a game that needs the leadership of a player like Sasha Kleshtin if the Galaxy want to get anything positive out of it.
Second half underway as the Galaxy have the ball off the kickoff. As I survey the field, Joveljic is still out there. So we'll see who he's spelling at this point. It could be Victor Vasquez with Leggett going into the middle of the park, and I think that's exactly what it is. Leggett goes into central with Cabral on the left side. Joveljic still is the target, and Sam Grandsir on the right. Here's Hamalainen. Ahead it comes to Cabral. Ball will come away on the giveaway, and the Galaxy get it back as it looks like Johnny Russell was injured just moments ago. He may have jammed the knee. He's kind of motioning towards that left knee area. It could be. Not sure if it's a cramp or not.
Well, there's no contact with Russell. No one within the vicinity of him. He just stopped playing, and that's never a good sign. And you really don't want this to happen when you're so depleted. Remember, Alan Pulido still recovering from surgery. No Daniel Shallowy tonight. Timbelia out with suspension, so they're far from 100%. They can't afford to lose a guy like Russell, especially so close to the playoffs.
Seems to be okay, and we continues. The ball will come back to Jonathan Bond. He's able to play it out now to Williams. It looks like the rain has subsided just a bit. Bond once again under some pressure here from Kinda. It'll go far side. Koulibaly. He'll knock it long into midfield. Second ball into the Galaxy half of midfield. Kyrie Shelton. He'll able to play it back. All the way back to the goalkeeper here, Pulskamp. Tested one time, made the save on the shot from Joveljic. Galaxy were hovering around that 18 for a while, but not quite as dangerous as Kansas City was in the opening quarter.
Yeah, series of half chances. They got to work the goalkeeper just a little bit more. You've got a number 2 in there that could be there for the taking.
RSL has just taken a 2-1 lead in the 93rd minute on Dallas.
It is not the news that the Galaxy wanted to hear at this point, and if that result holds, that means the Galaxy will see Real Salt Lake inch their way up the table, and Real Salt Lake, a team they can draw within striking distance, back in the playoff picture in the 6th position.
Rusnak getting the goal, and what I believe is the 90th minute to give RSL that lead.
1 point adrift of LA, making things very uncomfortable, making the second half all that more important.
Here's Cabral for the Galaxy, near side of the center circle. It'll go over to Hamalainen. He'll play it on forward, trying to find Cabral, making the run, tried to heel it on back and into the defender instead. And pulls Camp over the smother right in front of that corner kick line, or the end line, which have been the Galaxy's corner.
Cabral's got to be better here.
Go to goal, I think.
His first touch, it was a giveaway now, and tries to backheel it on the edge of the box and just fails to conjure up anything resembling a chance. Cabral, he's a frustrating player. We know he's young, he's still maturing. He's kind of one of those project players in that under-22 initiative. Gets into such good positions, Joe. Makes those runs. Oftentimes, though, it's just that lack of decision-making and that second touch that, leaves a little bit to be desired.
Kansas City with the ball midfield here. It'll come back defensively. Collected by Isimat Mirim. Back to his goalkeeper, Pulskamp. 1-0 Kansas City, 49th minute. Ball will go far side. Knocked ahead by Martins. Rebellison trying to find it. Dos Santos on the second ball. Knocked down by Ilie. Near side of Johnny Russell seems to be okay after that knee injury to start the second half. Ball will go right side now. Here's Samuel Grandsir. Running horizontally into the middle of the park, but his pass off the mark right into Graham Zusi. Cabral dispossessed Russell for a moment. Cleared all the way back into the Galaxy half of midfield, and Williams back to the goalkeeper, Jonathan Bond. Here's Dos Santos inside the center circle. Finding Leggett. Back it'll go again, Hamalainen. And the Galaxy recycle here. Koulibaly, not a good ball. Walter gets on the touch and cleared away by Zusi. Bond out of his net. He'll play it over the far side. It's collected now by Julian Araujo. That is final now. RSL wins 2-1 over Dallas. Ball up the left side. This is dangerous for Sporting Kansas City. Played into the 6, and it'll skip its way on through and out of play. In the meantime, Kinda goes down, wants the penalty kick, and he's not going to get it. That ball was well beyond his reach.
Yeah, he appeals for it here, but this is the Galaxy are going back to the ways that we saw in the first 15 minutes. Kinda is a coming together with Derek Williams. He's never going to get that penalty. He was just caught behind Williams. Not enough contact for Alan Kelly to call the whistle. Galaxy have to be better. They've given it away about 3 or 4 times here in the first 5 minutes.
Here's LA on possession, though. Dos Santos on the right side. He'll find Grandsir. Grandsir watched by one defender in Fontas. Tries to get it on back for Dos Santos, who's going to get the foul. No, play on, says the referee, on the advantage for Sporting Kansas City as they build to the left side. Shelton. Back it comes. Walter on to the right. Graham Zusi will run on to this one. Cleanly on that right side it goes to Russell. Back out it goes. Zusi again. He'll play back to the stripe. Fontas, and out the left side it goes. Martins is there. This will come on back. Roger Espinoza, Ilie, and Zusi, and they'll play in front of the Galaxy defense. Russell on the right side. Working on Hamalainen. Back out it goes. Again, Russell at the touchline. He'll cut in towards center. Wants to get the ball back from Kinda, who's trying to weave his way on through. Wants the foul, won't get it. The Galaxy clearance not good enough. Finally, Williams able to play ahead and finds Leggett.
There are about 4 or 5 fouls in both of those movements there. First, I thought Kinda was brought down, then Williams clearly chopped from behind. Referee, at least he's calling a consistency, waved the play on both occasions. Galaxy are too easy to play against right now, Joe.
Ball comes left side, and Kansas City has it again. In towards center. Espinoza squares it into Kinda, and he lifts it over the bar and out of play from 18 yards out. Goal kick here for Jonathan Bond and the LA Galaxy. Too many turnovers.
Well, they're losing their 1v1s. They're getting caught in possession, and when they do have the ball, they're not presenting any really formidable defending, and it's at will. Fortunately for them, this is a Sporting team that's really not at their sharpest in front of goal tonight, because it could be a heck of a lot worse. You know, you're throwing a Polito in the mix and a Shallowy in the mix. And the Galaxy are lucky to be down 1-0 at the break. I think the change, bringing on Cabral, has had the desired effect.
You have to be willing, though, to get the ball forward, and the Galaxy are playing too much side to side in the middle third, as it'll come back to the goalkeeper now, Polskamp. Having said that, each club has had officially one shot on goal. Johnny Russell found the back of the net. Jovelic's shot was saved.
But the clear better chances have come to Sporting Kansas City, but it's been their ineptitude in front of goal more so than the Galaxy defending that is responsible for just this 1-goal deficit for LA.
Here's Koulibaly now for the Galaxy. He'll play ahead to Raveloson as the game opens up a bit.
And he's got to get a foot in this game. Raveloson has to assert his presence. Such a big game for the midfield today.
Koulibaly in some trouble. Will turn back to his goalkeeper, Bond. Kinda with the pressure again out to Koulibaly. He plays it right off of Shelton and out of play. And the Galaxy look really slow out of the back right now.
It's a slow start to the second half. It's starting much like the first. Giveaways, caught in possession. Just an air of uncertainty, a lack of confidence. You can see it in the body language.
Now the question is, who wants the ball? And the Galaxy right now are not playing like the team that wants the ball. It'll come on back now to Polskamp. He'll collect. 54th minute now. It's 1-0 against Sporting Kansas City, leading the Galaxy. A lot of space in this match. The ball will come loose at midfield. The Galaxy with a chance. Cabral taking off the ball. This could be a foul against the Galaxy. No, we continue as possession here for Isimat Mirim, and back it comes to Graham Zusi, who plays into the Galaxy defense. Williams is good on that one, as his wide body helps keep Kinda away, and Koulibaly back to Jonathan Bond.
He's been the best defensive presence tonight for the Los Angeles Galaxy. Derek Williams come over, provided some emergency moments covering for Nico Hamalainen, as well as Julian Araujo.
Here's Williams now up to the near side of Cabral. Hamalainen playing up the wing. Way too long for Jovelic. They haven't been able to find him since the start of the second half. That's 10 minutes now as the second half has been underway. And that's with the team down 1-0. Yeah, yes, maybe you have to be patient, but you also have to put the opponent under some type of duress as the ball goes left side. So come up the wing. Shelton is there trying to turn the corner on Araujo. He puts on the brakes. Araujo's able to get back and recover defensively, and the flag may have gone up late there, offside against Sporting Kansas City.
And I think his initial receiving position saw him just behind Julian Araujo. May have played him off, but in the middle of the park, the Galaxy have to get a hold of this right now, and we need more from Leggett. Jonathan Dos Santos, had fleeting moments of brilliance in the first half. Raveloson has been, conspicuously absent, I believe, here in the first 10 minutes of half number 2. Needs to get a foot on the ball. But most importantly, too, right now, Joe, I think the Galaxy are in need of some leadership on the pitch.
Well, the question is who wants the ball, and then from there you can become the leader. As the Galaxy try to work out the right side. Trailing 1-0 here in the 57th minute. Grand Sear, back it goes. Dos Santos, Araujo, and all the way on back. Koulibaly able to dodge one defender. He'll find Williams now. He'll take up the space as he approaches midfield. Now launch it down the middle of the park. Looking for Raveloson. Nice job by Fontas, able to get onto it. If he misses on that one, Raveloson is in by himself. Ball comes near side, and here comes Sporting Kansas City. Russell squared in towards center. Top of the center circle is Elie. He'll play on forward for Shelton. Able to get on this ball. He is onside, 22 yards away from goal. Right side again to Russell. Tries to skip through Hamalainen. Plays it to the back post. It's wide. And a goal kick. Doing it the hard way here tonight Fans, if you're looking for just the right matches for your calendar in 2022, well, those partial plans are now available with the deposit. All plans include special rates and priority purchasing access for playoffs and discounts at the LA Galaxy team store. Call 877-3GALAXY or email ticketplans@lagalaxy.com today. Playing with fire are the Galaxy right now, but they're trailing 1-0. Inside 58th minute, they'll get the free kick here.
Not out of this game by a long shot. A little bit of a gamble defensively moments ago from Hamalainen, who loses that 50-50, and Russell is in goal side of the Galaxy fullback and spared only by the lack of accuracy from the Scottish winger who couldn't steer one on target.
Here's Koulibaly now for the Galaxy. Ahead it goes Dos Santos. He plays it on through the center circle. He'll find Sebastian Lletget. Ball goes left side. Hamalainen getting forward. Back for Lletget. Squares it on over Dos Santos once more time. He'll spray it to the right side. Here is Julian Araujo. Araujo over to Grandsir. Grandsir will take it up the wing. Tries to get the cross away. Deflected and out of play. Corner kick Galaxy, and they'll get the set play out of this. And Sebastian Lletget wants the ball. Looks like he's going to take the corner for LA. Trailing 1-0. 59th minute now.
Croshair, the few players that's shown attacking initiative tonight for Los Angeles. Galaxy team that's only scored 3 times from corners this season.
Lletget sends it into the area to the 6, and Ravellison, it was actually Koulibaly who couldn't find it. Cabral with the secondary opportunity from 22, and he sails that one out of play. Goal kick.
Sliced that one with the sand wedge. Second ball presented itself as Koulibaly flung himself at it, sat up on that half volley for the French winger, and not the way to cover yourself in glory, if you will, but difficult as it was just coming up off that greasy, wet surface.
Here's Ravellison. Direct ahead to Joveljic down the left side. Lletget. Ahead it goes to Cabral across the 6. Good idea, but Pulskamp did well to get down in front. Otherwise, Grandsir is there for a tap-in on the back post.
Yeah, it's a better move. I like the build-up play here, and it all started with Joveljic nicely waiting as Sebastian Lletget on the edge of the penalty area. Lovely first touch there, and Joveljic played in. Joveljic wanted appeal for the foul. Cabral continues his run. Someone makes that near post run. Could have been an equalizer.
Here's Russell now in the area, still looking for that cross. Plays it out in top of the 6. Koulibaly with the clearance. Walter towards goal. Blocked by Dos Santos, and a corner kick for Sporting Kansas City, and we are end-to-end now inside 60 minutes of play.
And it's too early for this game to get this stretch. It started with a great punt from Pulskamp, the keeper, to release it down this right-hand side for Russell to get behind Hamalainen, who did well this time, didn't dive in, matched him stride for stride and stood him up. That ball gets through, Kina goes down, and Walter presents itself on the second ball.
Bond does well on the cross, able to pull it out of the air as we continue here. 1-0 in favor of Sporting Kansas City. The Galaxy looking for the equalizer, Hamalainen. One substitution used by Greg Vanney, and that was Cabral in for Victor Vasquez. He's got 2 more cells of substitutes available to him as the ball goes left side. Back it comes to Iliad.
Just gives that stage of the match where managers think about making those changes with a half an hour ago, a chance for substitutes to make an impression and change the course of this game.
Espinoza knocks it on back. Fontas. Sporting Kansas City, of course, has changed their approach to this match. They've opened the field up a bit. They're looking at more possession and making sure the Galaxy are frustrated and taking their chances when they feel good about it. As the ball came forward right into Williams this time. Dos Santos at the center circle. Able to push this on forward. Now Dos Santos again looking for Cabral. And the passes are just not direct enough. That first pass to Lletget, not enough on that one to send him forward. And the second pass to Cabral right into the teeth of the defenders. You got to play that into space so Cabral can run onto it.
Yeah, just once again, just indicative of a continuing theme. Just careless in possession, too many giveaways.
Here's Zusi on the right side for Kansas City. He plays it back out. Walter runs onto it. And defensively it'll go. All the way back to the goalkeeper, Pulskamp.
Hard to believe a game that's been this open, especially here in the last 5 to 10 minutes in the second half. Just each team with just one shot on target. Gives you an idea of how numbers can lie sometimes.
Ilie sprays this one right side. Zusi is there, watched by Hamalainen. He'll play into space, looking for Russell, and Williams will usher it out of play, and a goal kick here for the Galaxy. The question is, what is next here for Greg Vanney? How is he going to stimulate his club to get on the scoreboard and equal this game up at 1-1?
Well, I think he's going to possibility of bringing on the likes of Efrain Alvarez and or Sasha Kleshchin to make some changes in the park, because Raveloson and Dos Santos are not really exerting enough influence in the middle of the park at this point. They're getting run over. The game is wide open, and this midfield and this attack, especially Johnny Russell, just really able with relative ease to get at this Galaxy defense.
This will come on back now. Koulibaly from Araujo, squared on over to Williams. They'll build up ahead to Dos Santos. Jonah ahead. This one comes to Leggett. He'll circle around to the right side, pushes forward to Raveloson. Now onto the right it goes for Araujo. This looks better from the Galaxy as they try to overload that wing. Araujo now over to Grandsir inside the touchline. Sam into Leggett, who was going to walk in on goal, but the ball squirted away from him. And Kansas City will get the clearance. And here they come on the counterattack. Shelton down the middle of the park. Nice job by Cabral getting back. Williams has it now for LA.
And better from Cabral. Tracking back, and that's an aspect of his game that Greg Vanney has asked him to improve upon. To be a better two-way player.
Here's Hamalainen now for LA. He'll find Cabral. Back it comes Dos Santos. Late to this one is Williams, but he has it now, being closed down by Kinda. Comes ahead to Raveloson. He'll play it on back. Koulibaly. Dos Santos one more time. Tried to break it on through. Ilie did a good job stepping in front of Cabral. And here's the clearance towards the near side. This will be a foul against the Galaxy and a free kick for Sporting Kansas City. And here's the thing about the Galaxy. They want to break the lines and they want to be more direct. Sure, that's fine, and they're trying to do that. But the effort to do it is not, it's not strong enough. The ball has to lead the player through to newfound territory.
You've also got to work for it. You've got to show the movement for it, and that requires just good old-fashioned hard work, rolling up your sleeves. And we saw it for about 15 minutes in the first half, Joe. They got a foot on the ball. They had that good movement, some nice, tight, intricate passing, especially down the right-hand side. Haven't seen anything resembling that here in the second half, and Julian Araujo has been almost absent here from the proceedings. But they've adapted it as well, I think, Sporting, in that regard. They've closed down. Fontes is out to step to close down that run from the right and prevent Araujo from receiving it. So they are kind of overloading and cheating just slightly.
Foul here against the Galaxy at midfield. The other two matches are underway in the 9th and 7th minutes, respectively, in 0-0. Keep you up to date on that for as long as we are on the air. The final home match of the 2022-2021 MLS season is November 7th as your LA Galaxy take on Minnesota United via Dignity Health Sports Park. For Fan Appreciation Day, the match gets underway at 3 o'clock. Visit lagalaxy.com/tickets. Secure your seats today. 1-0 in favor of Sporting Kansas City at the moment as the ball will come back to the goalkeeper, Pulskamp. He'll lift it out the near side. Knocked out by Hamalainen, but right into space, and Ilie is there for Sporting Kansas City. 67th minute is what we just entered into. Espinoza on the far side, and both teams are showing a lot of fatigue. Nice job by Jonathan Bond as he comes out and smothers the ball. That was in for Kyrie Shelton.
We note about Peter Vermes' reticence in terms of making changes. He's only made one substitute over the course of the last 2 games. Doesn't believe in it. Galaxy, I believe, really need a change right now. They need a different look. It's gone stale. Bond bailing them out, coming off his line. Keep it away from Shelton. They haven't asked anything. Getting overrun in the center of the park. Raveloson has barely touched the ball here in half number 2. The chances aren't developing for Cabral, Joveljic, and even Araujo down that right-hand side.
Now Julian on that right side has it now. Watched there by one defender. He'll play it back out. Grandsir. This is just too slow from the Galaxy. I understand the recycle, but it's too slow. Grandsir again on the right. Plays it on in. Finds Raveloson trying to find his shot. Now plays it in for Joveljic. It got deflected. Kept alive here by Zusi as he's able to shake Cabral. Zusi along the near side. And Kevin closing him down. This should be a throw in Galaxy, I think. It is a throw in LA Galaxy.
That's excellent from Kevin Cabral. The second time we've seen that since he's come in, contributing defensively, closing down, and not allowing Sporting to exit their own half.
Here's Koulibaly, top of the center circle, lays it off for Araujo. He'll lift it long to the left. Cabral trying to run this one down near corner. The flag goes up, offside. And as good as he did last play, he's the man on the left side. He's the man on the wing. He should know where that offside line is.
Yeah, and he's struggled with that all season, but I like the idea to vary the approach. We haven't seen that diagonal hit and stretch the field down this left-hand side throughout much of this game. So I think we're going to see a change here. And O'Neal Fisher getting set to come on. Sasha Kleshtin strapping up those boots as well. This could be a tactical switch here. If Araujo stays on and Fisher comes on, interesting. Galaxy might out for a different bit look in the final 20 minutes or so.
Ball will come near side. Zusi has it now for Kansas City. He punches it forward. Nice job by Hamalainen. Able to clear it out of play. 69th minute. This will come on back defensively and back to the goalkeeper. Pulskamp for Kansas City. Fontas able to play this in the midfield. Kinda. Kansas City getting on all the first balls right now, able to keep possession at will. Ilie to the near side. He'll find Johnny Russell. Zusi overlapping. Has it now on the right wing. Watched there by Hamalainen. Played towards the spot. Cleared away by Koulibaly. Leggett. He'll get the foul. Now this is all fine for the Galaxy if they're the team in the lead or this game was even. But right now, they're not dangerous enough getting forward.
And moments ago, we saw that pass made available through Kansas City, but the fact that the starting position of Ryan Raveloson too far up, and they go right to the middle. There's no reason that a 30, 40-yard ball should be able to be played at the top of their own penalty area, straight up to the halfway line. But that's what's happened, and it's left a gaping, giant hole in the center of the park.
Here's Ilie, 70th minute.
Some tired legs out there, Joe. And that weather you mentioned makes it a little heavier.
Ball goes left side, and here comes Sporting Kansas City. Martins has not gotten forward all that much in the second half, but did just now. This will come on back defensively. Collected. Isimat Mirim. O'Neal Fisher. Sasha Kleshtin will be coming on in a moment. Ball will go right side. Zusi. He's got Russell on the right. Played on to him. Johnny Russell along the end line. Gets the cross away. And Williams able to clear it out. Corner kick.
And Russell, more times than not, just having his way. He is torturing Nico Hamalainen tonight. Good coverage once again. Emergency defending from Derek Williams. Perfectly positioned to cut out that cross. But, you know, Russell has just proven to be too much down this left-hand side, whether it be Hamalainen or anybody aiding to the cause defensively.
Corner kick coming from the right side. Johnny Russell will take it. He'll play this towards the back post and out of play. He had Ilie wide open. It'll be a goal kick for the Galaxy. Substitution for the Galaxy. Two more players come on. And leaving the match is Grandsir, as well as Sebastian Leggett.
This is an interesting move. And it will be O'Neal Fisher coming on. And Fisher, of course, got the start.
So you're pushing Julian forward a bit to the right wing position at midfield, and O'Neal Fisher will work out of the back.
Right. And of course it will be Kleshtin on for Leggett, kind of like for like. Sanchez put in some heroic performances, such a leader in the locker room. I think with Araujo playing more on the right-hand side of midfield. We saw it under the Guillermo Barros Esqueloto regime, where he played in almost a wing-back role at times and wider in a right-sided midfield role. Provides a little bit more width and perhaps a little bit more crossing than we saw from Leggett, who kind of faded out of the picture here in the second half, as has most of this Galaxy midfield.
Well, right now, O'Neal Fisher is playing left back for the Galaxy. Here's Fisher. Squares it on over Dos Santos. Raveloson is there. Araujo on the right side, which is interesting. Dos Santos once again.
Could be dropping into a 3, pushing Araujo as well as Hamalainen higher with Fisher.
Fisher able to find Kleshchen. Here's Joveljic. Here's Kleshchen. Now on the right side, Raveloson. This looks good. Fires. It's blocked. Too much time on that ball to get that shot away, allowing for the defender to get in front. And it's cleared out of play for a throw-in. Possession to Kansas City, I believe, off the deflection. And the Galaxy almost evened that up. And it just, unfortunately for Ryan, a little too much time before he got that shot off.
Yeah, he couldn't sort his feet out quickly enough. Has to hit that first time and work the goalkeeper. That extra touch allowed the defense to recover. It is a 3-back setup. And what has happened here is we're seeing not Hamalainen, but Fisher play farther up the park on the left-hand side, leaving Hamalainen at the back there, of course, with Koulibaly and Williams.
Cameron Duke will be coming on for Sporting Kansas City into the midfield. So young and fast for Sporting Kansas City. For Roger Espinoza, who is done on the night. Espinoza, normally the enforcer, usually a yellow card machine, the guy you hate to play against. So that physical part of the game is out for now. But now you have to deal with potentially a young and fast player with a lot of energy here when your legs are rather heavy playing on a wet surface all night long.
Fresh legs, never a welcome sight when you're trailing a game on the road in soggy, wet, cold, unfriendly conditions. Big test of character this for LA.
Here's Cameron Duke. Plays this one on back, squared on over. It comes to Zusi. He'll find some space towards the middle of the park. Hamalainen can't find him. Squared to the left side now. Ilie. He's able to play it on forward. Kinda this time. Trying to work that left side. Watch there by Araujo. 75 minutes in at the moment. It'll come back out. Ilie. Again, Kinda. Martins. Kinda one more time. Thinking about the cross. You'll have it at the corner of the area. Wanted the give and go. Nice job by Jonah getting in front of that return ball. Played in towards midfield. Cabral tries to play it out the right side, and that will be broken up. And the ideas are all good. It's just taking too long to develop. Here comes Cabral once again, trying to find some space. Was he brought down? The referee says play on. Possession here to Kleshchen. Runs right into his defender.
But that's better, though, from the Galaxy. A little more personality. You'd like to see Raveloson stuck in, leaving something on the opposing defender and letting it get forward a little bit more. That's something that's been really lacking. Positive signs, though.
About 15 minutes to go in regulation, plus stoppage time. Still 1-0 Sporting Kansas City. Best moment for the Galaxy this half came a few minutes ago, and Ryan Raveloson had a clean look that was closed down by Roger Espinoza. But that's all we have at the moment for the LA Galaxy. Hey, 2022 season tickets are now on sale. Check them out at lagalaxy.com/since96, or you can call 8773-GALAXY. That's 8773-GALAXY, the perfect holiday gift if you're thinking about 2022 with your LA Galaxy. 1-0 right now in favor of Sporting Kansas City. Williams, he'll lift this long down the middle of the park. It comes left side and cleared away. Throwing LA. At some point here, the Galaxy do need to pick up the pace. It's okay right now, but you have 15 minutes. Once you get to the 80th minute and you're still trailing 1-0, you need to find the goal. You need to get in front of the goal and you need to crash the net.
Well, they're trying to flood that midfield right now with 3 at the back and pushing Hamalainen a little bit higher along with Araujo, trying to get the width and around that 3-man setup, that 4-3-3 for Peter Vermes.
But you can't be afraid of having the ball. So a player like Hamalainen needs to want the ball as well.
It's all about taking risks. You know, who's going to take the onus on their shoulder?
Here's Araujo. Good ball ahead to Cabral. He'll take into the corner, tries the cross, gets it in front. And nobody there for the Galaxy. Pulskamp able to smother it. Joveljic needs to make that corresponding run with Cabral. He was a bit late to the party. Maybe he was hoping for a ball to be pulled out towards the spot, but I think that cross was a good one.
Yeah, better play from Cabral. We saw it moments ago on the left, and now with Hamalainen pushing on the left, he reverts to that right side and able to get in behind.
O'Neal Fisher in some trouble now, being closed down by Johnny Russell. The Galaxy will get a throw-in out of this.
Good play from Hamalainen there. Dropping back, attending to the defensive duties as Russell had gotten the better of O'Neal Fisher, fresh off the bench.
Throwing LA again. Back it goes to Fisher. Squares it into center, finds Sasha Kleshtin. Kleshtin will go towards the right side. Plays it ahead for Araujo. He flicks it forward. Kyrie Shelton doing a good job defensively. He'll take it all the way back into his own defense. Squares it over to Fontas. He's able to play it ahead to Ilie. Ilie still on possession. Now pushes to the stripe and finds Johnny Russell. Watched there by O'Neal Fisher. Held by O'Neal Fisher. And a free kick for Sporting Kansas City.
Ilie's been good tonight, hasn't he? Sitting in front of that back four and providing the protection, but what a great distributor he is. We've seen him in this position as at number 6 in defensive midfield, but he spent most of this season, ironically, in that back four as a center back. Nice to have that versatility and flexibility, considering all the injuries and suspensions.
1-0 in favor of Sporting Kansas City, 79th minute here. The other two matches underway, they are scoreless. As this ball comes up the near side, Walter on the run. Williams is there. He's able to knock it out of play. Wants the foul. Won't get it. And I think that's a good non-call there. It'd be a throw-in for Kansas City.
Walter smiling as he gets up, and he's been a part of that midfield with Sanchez, and even before the substitution of Duke coming on for Espinosa, that trio had really done nicely. Got forward, provided that springboard for Russell as well as Shelton. Even Kinda getting into the act.
Now Sporting Kansas City using the clock, taking a lot of time off the clock, and the Galaxy making sure our referee Alan Kelly is aware of that. And he is. Zusi on the near side. He'll get another throw-in out of this. As Hamalainen clears it off his foot. Galaxy back in action on the 1st of November when they play at Seattle. Another big match there. And then on Sunday the 7th, they're back home to wrap up the regular season against Minnesota. Every point matters. The Galaxy, if they can scratch one out here in the final 10 minutes plus, it'll be a happy flight home, considering the way the night has gone. And not that they've played incredibly bad. I think the first 15 minutes was rather scary for the Galaxy.
Helter-skelter is the word,
It
right?
is the time of year. It's Halloween. It was a haunted house for the Galaxy in the first 15 minutes. But I think they've done a good job for the majority of the match. Having not found the shot on goal yet that they need, that's what has to happen here, and time is running out.
I think they've got to do better, though, in regards to generating chances. I think in the middle third they've been outplayed.
I agree with that.
And it just flat out has to be better, and they have to close down. They need more energy, more spirit, and they're almost caught once again by another substandard start. I think they're fortunate to still be in this game, just down a goal. It's still there for the taking.
Here's Ravelis will win this. Nice job by Kleshtin. Takes the ball off his foot. Able to go left side. Hamalainen runs right into Graham Zusi. A little stronger there. You have to be. This should be offside as this ball comes on forward. At the near side, Kinda. The flag stayed down. Kinda still with it. Right corner of the Galaxy penalty area. Squares it on back. Ilie. Again on the right side. Zusi. Nice job by O'Neal Fisher. Muscled off the ball here, though, by Kinda. You see here, this is a good example of what the Galaxy have to do. Players like Hamalainen and Cabral, they have to be willing to go in shoulder to shoulder and win a ball like Kinda just did.
You have to be more physical. You have to be able to withstand and ride the challenge. You have to be harder to play against. You're not seeing Sporting Kansas City give up the ball in dangerous areas, careless in possession, and you're not seeing them dispossessed They're difficult to play against, hard to break down.
Here comes Kansas City once again. Shelton taken off the ball by Koulibaly, but Kinda is there. Now he goes on the right side for Russell. Right for the ball. Scored! Off his left foot. And it is 2-0 Sporting Kansas City. And the Galaxy in a lot of trouble here with less than 10 minutes to go. Johnny Russell set it on his right foot, then put it back onto his left, and he just cashed it in. No chance for Jonathan Bond in the far 90. 2-0 Sporting Kansas City.
And it's that combination of Kinda as well, combining with Johnny Russell. Russell, I don't know what it is about playing against the Los Angeles Galaxy, but it's his 5th career goal against the Galaxy. But it was one that, to be honest, you saw coming, and you can't say it wasn't undeserved. No one closing down Kinda, who was difficult to dispossess. He's been great tonight, Kinda, in a supporting role. He's held up play. He's brought others back into it, back to goal, and it pays off in spades here for Johnny Russell. Picks out that top corner with sublime perfection. A well-worked goal off the back of the hard work from midfield, and Gadi Kinda, and the sparkle, polish, and finish from the spectacular Scottish winger, Johnny Russell.
It's a brace on the night, and the Galaxy are going to have a hard time getting past this one. Maybe the equalizer was within them in the final 10 minutes, but getting 2 to salvage something away, that's a big ask. And here comes Ethan Zubak onto the pitch for the Galaxy. We'll get you an update on who left the match. Hamalainen left the match as it comes on forward for Ethan. He's dispossessed, and this will be played on forward now. Sporting Kansas City will have possession off the foul as Cameron Duke was held up there. As we look at this game and start to think about it, we look at players that didn't get enough touches, and the Galaxy played with a real target, 9 tonight, in Dejan Jovalic, and he had maybe, 4 touches? 1 was a shot on goal.
His first not coming to nearly 16 minutes in the game. He's really been almost conspicuously absent. I know I said that throughout the match, but it's true. Just hasn't exerted any influence. He's not, because he's becoming a passenger. He wants to get involved, but that supply line, that link from midfield. And tonight, I believe if you have to find a fault with this, aside from that first 15 minutes, it's that midfield right now that's just flat out getting overrun. And Sporting are just having their way, whether it be stopping the advancing attack and picking off passes, dispossessing these Galaxy players who are losing their 1v1s, not hard enough to keep possession, and then mounting those counterattacks, which the Galaxy have not had an answer for.
Well, I would tell you that the middle third has been the Galaxy problem for the last few years.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the Galaxy, I've said it too, Joe, we need a number 6, because they are flat out not getting enough protection. There's not enough dynamism, and there's not enough leadership in the park. We haven't been able to hold possession, and there's a reason why this team has taken the 2nd most shots in all of MLS. They're easy to get at right now, and it's a pattern of play that unfortunately has revealed itself over and over and over again. Yes, there's been some great moments of brilliance, and Greg Vanney has pushed some right buttons, bringing in the likes of Efrain Alvarez, trying to make some differences, but just hasn't been enough defensively. It's really hard to overcome that. You don't have like a match-winning striker like Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Chicharito has been great, but he hasn't been fit in long enough stretches.
85th minute substitution here that brings on Alvarez. Galaxy trailing 2-0. Here's O'Neal Fisher as the ball comes near side. What I would say about Jovalic's night is 2 things. Galaxy were unable to find him, but in his case, I would say also at some point you have to show for the ball. And at the very least, find yourself at the top of the center circle to be able to get a ball brought into you, draw the defenders your way, and then hopefully your teammates are able to play off of you, sending them going forward. And that just never materialized here for the Galaxies. They try to find one in this match, Cabral on the left side.
I think that's a fair point, Joe. It's something that Chicharito does really well. When the game doesn't come to him, he finds it.
Here's Cabral playing this one on through, comes left side. Sasha taken off the ball there by Zusi, who did well on the slide tackle.
What a tackle that was. What a challenge from the old man, the 35-year-old fullback Graham Zusi, going up against his old U.S. men's national team buddy Sasha Kleshchin. Great move here. Jonah Dos Santos plays it on for Cabral. His first touch once again, absolutely superb, and plays in a nicely weighted ball. Gets a lucky bounce. Kleshchin is in, but it's a great recovery. Zusi never lost his concentration. But Cabral, you know, he's come on and showed some positive moments after an inauspicious beginning.
Yeah, he's done okay in this particular match. That first touch there, right through the wickets of Walter, as he took it forward into the offensive end. He's had some moments here, but the problem has been the final pass, which is nothing new, and the lack of shots on goal. I mean, they have not had a shot on goal here in the second half. Ball will go right side. Here's Araujo. He'll have an opportunity that's blocked. Koulibaly will go to the right. This is out of play over the far side. Touch, 88th minute. We'll see how much added time, stoppage time we'll get here. It does not look like we're going to have much. Sporting Kansas City's doing a little time wasting, but they got a 2-0 cushion. I don't see a lot of minutes coming.
It's a good result for Kansas City. Sporting Kansas City, you know, without 3 of their best players in Pulido, Shaloi, and Melia.
Sporting Kansas City with the victory as Russell has it one more time. Lays this one off into the area, and Koulibaly's able to clear it. Galaxy quickly move into midfield. This looks good for LA. Alvarez onto the right side. He'll find. Zubak runs onto this one. Ethan with the cross towards the spot, cleared away by Duke. And it'll be a throw-in. And that's part of the problem for the Galaxy. When they do get some fortune, the ball, it gets stuck in your feet. They kick the ball away. They have to have too many touches in order to create that final pass, which allows for the defense to get in front.
Yeah, the final ball in the box and has been elusive tonight. The Galaxy haven't had the end product. And I think Cabral's made some good moves and played some good square balls across, whether it be from the right and the left. The movement hasn't been there in support of him. Johnny Russell's going to come off and get a standing ovation from these Sporting Kansas City supporters. I know we're a Galaxy broadcast here, Joe, but I'm in real admiration of this man, Johnny Russell, who's been absolutely superb. He's a 31-year-old. Many thought that he had passed it. Guy's been really streaky, had a slow start to the season. As you mentioned, he has just come on leaps and bounds. 10 goals in his last 8 games. He scored in each of the last 8. Just an incredible run of form.
Now has 14 goals on the season. Grayson Barber replaces him. That last goal, the final nail in the coffin, I believe, for this match for the LA Galaxy.
He's won this game for Sporting. Yeah. I mean, and that's been the difference. He's taken that game. He said, I am going to take this game myself by the scruff of the neck right at this Galaxy defense. And that's exactly what he did.
Raveloson now trying to go forward. It'll come on back. Dos Santos, he'll go right side. Araujo is there. Early ball into the area to the back post. Question knocks it down. Cabral, the goal saved by Pulskamp, trying to find it again. And he could not. Right off the chest of Pulskamp, who has 2 saves on the night against the Galaxy. And it looks like at this point, we'll see the way things are going. If the Galaxy can get one back here, and anything's a positive on a night that's not going to go your way. Here's Question. Zubak is offside, I believe. The flag did go up and offside. Possession back to Sporting Kansas City. I'm going to say 3 minutes of stoppage. 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
I thought the cross had been overhit by Araujo. Credit Sasha Klesch. He didn't give up on it. Cabral then gets it back, pulled back by Klesch. Cabral loses his balance, and once again, Pulskamp, he hasn't had much to do. Makes another big save to preserve the clean sheet here for Sporting Kansas City. They're well on their way.
For them, should they get the clean sheet, it'll be their 8th on the season. Pulskamp will knock this into the Galaxy defense and clear it away over the far side touch from Koulibaly. Johnny Russell. Thorn in the Galaxy side and proved it again tonight with 2 goals.
What a player.
Yep.
I mean, designated player, deserving of the moniker, deserving of the captain's armband, deserving of the big fat paycheck he gets every year. Yeah. He's earned it.
Here's Williams now for the Galaxy. Knocks ahead to Jonathan Dos Santos. Squared on over. Question. He'll go near side. O'Neal Fisher. Fisher in the space looking for Cabral. Has to wait on this. That's part of the problem for the Galaxy. Play the player into space as opposed to the player making the run having to wait on the ball. Once that happens, the defender catches up.
Yeah, it was on the wrong channel too. They wanted on that inside channel. Cabral forced to drift out, and that allowed the defense to recover.
Zubak is chopped down in the middle of the park. This is going to be a yellow card. And a free kick for the Galaxy.
And with this win,
Matt Mirren gets the foul and the yellow.
Julie Shoup would be remiss if we didn't mention it. The fact that with this win, these 3 points, now Sporting Kansas City have assured themselves, at the very least, of a top 4 finish in the Western Conference, meaning they are guaranteed of hosting a first-round MLS playoff game. Of course, the way they're going, you wouldn't put it past them to stay top of the Western Conference.
And that's where they are now with this victory. They're at 58 points. Here's question with the shot on goal. It's blocked and cleared away. Our referee will point to midfield, and this match has officially come to an end. Sporting Kansas City shutting out the LA Galaxy like they did on the 4th of July, but this time a more convincing victory against the Galaxy, 2-0. Back on the 4th of July, the Galaxy just missed on a lot of opportunities, and the scoreboard went the other way. Tonight, the Galaxy fought their way into the match after trailing 1-0, but just could not find the equalizer. As the match wore on, the opportunity came again for Johnny Russell, and he doesn't miss much. 2-0 the final.
Yeah, the score line the same. Same goal score was present in July, did it again. Deserved 3 points for Sporting Kansas City. Tip of the hat to them.
2-0 the final. When we come back, the post-game show is next. We'll talk a little bit more about this match. We'll update some of the stats, but most importantly, the scoreboard and the standings. That's all next. Stay with us.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
Tonight, Wingstop is upping the flavor of your cruise night in with Wingstop's Big Night In Bundle. 25 boneless wings, your choice of 3 craveable flavors, and 3 delicious dips, all for just $16.99. Order tonight at wingstop.com at participating locations. Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy. Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
San Manuel Casino is changing its name and changing the game. San Manuel Casino is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, with 2 new casino floors, now with over 6,500 slots, the most in the West. A new high-limit room for 5 elevated gaming experiences, new luxury retail shops, restaurants, and bars, and even more thrills to come. Experience a level of thrill that California has never seen before. San Manuel Casino is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Details at yamava.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life.
They're on 40
On the post-game show here alongside Christian Miles, Joe Totino. We're doing new math right now to see where the Galaxy 46 points. We're looking at right now live standings as games continue. Portland is leading. They're up on 49 points. Minnesota is currently tied in their match. They would be at 46 points and tied with the Galaxy, but in sixth place. Salt Lake, with their victory, have moved in above the line. But Vancouver is the wild card here that can really disrupt everything for all the teams that are 5th through 8th right now, should they get a victory this evening.
They could upset the apple cart and push Real Salt Lake out of the picture and breathe right down the necks. Overtake the LA Galaxy, actually, and knock them further down the pecking orders. So we can still, even though the Galaxy are done and they blow a big chance to take something positive and take a stride forward, not just in terms of result, but morale's sake, as the Vancouver team, they've left the door open here and no longer masters of their own destiny. I mean, they still have it within their grasp, but they're going to have to work for it.
Yeah, and we kind of knew that, and at this point, you looked at going into this match, you say, hey, listen, if you can salvage a point away at Sporting Kansas City, you're pretty happy about that. There were moments where it looked like the Galaxy could, if the opportunity came there with the substitutions. It's still 1-0. Maybe around the 80th minute, you get some fresh legs, guys that are willing to and can take a shot towards goal, like Efrain Alvarez and so forth, getting onto the pitch. But once you take that second goal, and when you took that second goal, at that point, I think the story on this one was written tonight.
Yeah, I think the Galaxy really were devoid of any presence, any decisive play that left an imprint in this game, barring that 15-minute spell in the first half when they had weathered that early storm. Sporting Kansas City had a great chance. They came out, like barnstormers to start this one off. Should have had about 3 or 4, but good fortune favored the Galaxy. I was disappointed with the way LA started the second half, Joe. I was expecting more. I thought some substitutions should have been made that didn't really come in till later on. I thought Efrain Alvarez came in a little bit later than I would have liked to have seen. He's a guy that can change a game, get you on the front foot. But is that going to make the difference in the outcome of this game? No. For me, no. And just the Galaxy weren't good enough throughout all areas tonight.
I think the one thing you can ask is why 2 games in a row now, and it's been more than that, have the Galaxy come out so shaky to start a match?
Joe, it's alarming. And if you ask anybody around the world, that comes down to management. You have to have your players ready to play. If you cannot motivate a group of professionals, there is a problem. This is a problem for the Galaxy right now, because it's not just the last 3 or 4 games. We have seen this in a common theme throughout the season. The Galaxy come out flat. They come out cavalier, nervous, trepidatious on defense, non-existent. They're sliced through midfield. I mean, all kinds of problems. And they look like they had no clue in the first 15 minutes. Forget the playoffs right now. You've got to get down and get things tightened up at the beginning, because they cannot afford to come out. We said it from the get-go, and I said it at the beginning. If you come out and play like they did against FC Dallas at the beginning, you will get beat, and that's exactly what happened tonight.
No Chicharito tonight, and really Joveljic was non-existent for much of the night, and not maybe part of it his fault, but most of the time the Galaxy had to do better in this regard against Sporting Kansas City in terms of finding Joveljic, and Joveljic also showing for the ball to get forward. I know he's a normal target getting forward, but even the normal target getting forward checks back to find the game.
Yeah, and it's something that we talked about in the game, that the Galaxy lose a little bit with Chicharito, who, God bless him, will work his socks off, drop in, find that game, and facilitate play and bring others into it. You don't see that with Joveljic. He's more of a traditional hold-up number 9, but the problem is these lines are not linked. They're not knitting that midfield to the attack and generating those chances. Joveljic really never had a chance. Statistically speaking, the Galaxy, they may have had just a slight edge in possession tonight over Sporting Kansas City, but who cares about that? Throw that out the door. It's possession with a purpose that counts. 2 shots on goal against the Sporting Kansas City team that were without 3 of their best players. Yes, the Galaxy are depleted as well, but to me, this is indicative of bigger problems here. They've got to be harder to play against, and they need more out of the middle third.
2-0 the final. We'll come back. We'll update the entire scoreboard and put a wrap on this one, and we'll take a look at what is next for the Galaxy. Another game on the road before coming home. 2-0 Kansas City over the Galaxy. More of the postgame right after these words.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
Tonight, Wingstop is upping the flavor of your cruise night in with Wingstop's Big Night In Bundle. 25 boneless wings, your choice of 3 craveable flavors, and 3 delicious dips, all for just $16.99. Order tonight at wingstop.com at participating locations. Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy. Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
San Manuel Casino is changing its name and changing the game. San Manuel Casino is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, with 2 new casino floors, now with over 6,500 slots, the most in the West. A new high-limit room for 5 elevated gaming experiences, new luxury retail shops, restaurants, and bars, and even more thrills to come. Experience a level of thrill that California has never seen before. San Manuel Casino is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Details at yamava.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports in Chicago, Illinois.
Postgame show continues with Christian Miles, Joe Tutino. 1-0 the final, 2-0 the final, I should say. Sporting Kansas City over the LA Galaxy. 2 other games are in progress, and they are going to send the Western Conference into a tizzy the way things are going right now. Vancouver has taken a 1-0 lead on Minnesota. That game is at the half. Also at the half, Portland leading San Jose 1-0. Maybe not surprising in that one, considering the team Portland has been. They had lost 2 in a row after the break. I believe it was 2 in a row. It might be 3 in a row before they got back on the front foot here. So there's a lot to be played for in those 2 games. Now to the finals. RSL 2 late goals. They beat Dallas on the road 2-1. They are seriously in the race now. Philadelphia and Toronto played to a 2-2 draw. It was New York City over Chicago 1-0. DC United moved above the line in the East with a 1-0 win against Red Bull New York. Columbus 3-2 over Orlando. That is a big win for the Columbus Crew. Nashville down 3-2, scored 4 unanswered against Cincinnati. 6-3 the final in that match. Atlanta beat Miami 2-1. New England just keeps on winning. Revolution 1 and Colorado nothing. Galaxy right now still in 5th place as the night progresses. However, if Vancouver wins, you were mentioning it, Christian, the Galaxy could move down 1 spot, and the teams 7, 8, and 9 are going to be panicking, and they should be in a panic if Vancouver wins.
The Galaxy are nearing panic stages. True. If you look at the way this night was going to unfold, the results all went against the Galaxy tonight. Real Salt Lake getting a victory. The Galaxy don't get anything out of this game. And if the results hold, Portland taking care of San Jose and then Vancouver taking care of Minnesota, it's not the way you wanted it to round out. And now they've gone from being masters of their own destiny to putting themselves really up against the wall here. And they've got a tough game coming up against second place in the Western Conference. And for my money, despite all the recent difficulties, Seattle still is the cream of the MLS crop and the best team in this league. It will be seen. It will be a tough ask. And after a poor run of form, this is a Seattle team that is possibly going to get some players back. You don't want to be taking them on, especially up at Lumen Field in the Pacific Northwest on turf and probably what's going to be a rainy, greasy surface, much like the surface we saw tonight. The Galaxy are making it more difficult on themselves than it needed to be tonight.
Well, at this point, it is a tough road to hoe for the LA Galaxy, and it is what it is. In front of them, playing against a team, the Seattle Sounders, who have been one of the best teams in the league, if not the best team in the league, for quite some time in 2021. And the Sounders are not playing Sounder-like. They've lost 2 in a row.
Yeah, in fact, they've really been kind of inconspicuous, so to speak, in their poor performances as of late, and expect them to come out of it. And it's a team that's expecting to get Raul Ruiz-Diaz coming back from his COVID situation in Peru, Ladero, as well as Morris coming in. So I think that's a team that's going to come good. You don't want them to come good, but bounce back ability is what they call it in the soccer world. That's something that the Galaxy will have to be aware of coming up. Their next game on Monday night is a big, big ask, much like tonight was. But if they're going to get anything out of this, they've got to look themselves in the mirror. Because to me, this game was about graft. It was about hard work. It was about desire. It was about energy and application. Whatever you want to call it, we can throw the words around. It wasn't good enough. They couldn't get around the park. They weren't hard enough to play against. They couldn't mount anything of consequence, barring a good 10 to 15-minute stretch. And how many times did we see giveaways and how easy it was to dispossess this team? They have to be harder to play against.
A lot of work to be done. There is some time for Greg Vanney and his crew to do so. They'll come back tonight. They'll hit the training field, and they're back on the road on Monday at 7 o'clock when they play at Seattle. We'll have it for you right here at LAGalaxy.com and the LA Galaxy app as well. On this night, though, Johnny Russell undid the Galaxy. 2 goals, a brace for him, Sporting Kansas City over the Galaxy 2-0. For Christian Miles, Joe Tutino saying so long. We'll talk to you again on Monday. Happy Halloween, everybody. Make it a safe weekend. 2-0, Kansas City over the Galaxy tonight. Have a great night.
In the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
Tonight, Wingstop is upping the flavor of your cruise night in with Wingstop's Big Night In Bundle. 25 boneless wings, your choice of 3 craveable flavors, and 3 delicious dips, all for just $16.99. Order tonight at wingstop.com at participating locations. Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy. Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
San Manuel Casino is changing its name and changing the game. San Manuel Casino is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, with 2 new casino floors, now with over 6,500 slots, the most in the West. A new high-limit room for 5 elevated gaming experiences, new luxury retail shops, restaurants, and bars, and even more thrills to come. Experience a level of thrill that California has never seen before. San Manuel Casino is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Details at yamava.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports in Chicago, Illinois.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life.